All right. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Troxel Sports Talk. How's everybody going? We are here for the Cotton Bowl. Memphis versus Penn State. On your way in, if you could give this stream a thumbs up, it definitely helps. YouTube does not help small creators, so every like does help small creators so we can bring you great content like this. What's going on, Squident? Hopefully I said your name correctly. Says, who do you think will win? I like Penn State. But I know as a Detroit Pistons fan, Derrick Rose would get upset with me for saying that. And I tell you what, the Detroit Pistons do love Derrick Rose. So, Derrick Rose, if you do ever listen to this, I'm sorry, brother. Oh, I do gotta share this out real quick. And I will say, after this game, I will be doing the LSU-Oklahoma game. And then to kick off the nightcap, I'm going to do the Pistons and the Spurs.
Coach, your quarterback, Sean Clifford, missed the last game of the regular season with a leg injury. He's available today, but how confident are you in his mobility and endurance?
Yeah, the time off was great. Really, the last probably 3-4 games, he wasn't 100%, but we expect him to be 100% today.
Some moves on your staff. So today, your tight end coach, Tyler Bowen, will be calling the plays. Why him? What gave you confidence in him?
Well, I'm really excited for him and proud of him. He was a player for me. We recruited him when I was at the University of Maryland as the offensive coordinator. He's been with me a long time, and he's a rising star in the profession.
I am all shared out. What is going on, Gloria's daughter?
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
What is going on, West Branch Ball?
Hey, just another 10 wins.
Ooh, can't play that. I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and for commercials. As soon as there's none of that, I will be playing the sound. Oh man, that's crazy, Gloria's daughter.
The country, or at least in the top 10 in so many different categories. What do we look at here?
It's the front seven for me. The defensive line linebackers are flying down the field. Defensive coordinator Brent Pry has got some straight dudes on that side of the ball. And how about this dude? Yetur Gross-Matos, fantastic defensive end, long, athletic, highly productive, already declared for the NFL, but he's here to play to finish his Penn State career the right way. Offensively, we got some playmakers too. KJ Hamler, one of the most electric players in the Big Ten, small in stature,
channel.
but big on
Definitely
the
hit
field,
that
straight
subscribe
line
button.
speed, and can make you miss.
And click
I
that
got a little bit of man
notification
crush
bell,
on this cat. You
because
watch
after
the
this
tape,
game,
he's
I'll
off
be
the
doing
charts.
the LSU
Speed,
Oklahoma
mobility,
game,
tackling,
followed by
getting
the
off the
Pistons and
blocks.
Spurs.
One of the best defensive
going
players
on,
in
Chris?
college football. He'll be all over the field for this Nittany line defense here today.
I think a guy named LeVar Arrington used to wear that number. As we take a look at the Booking.com key matchup of the game, it's a prolific, productive offense against a stingy defense, and one of these things got to give today, Dusty.
And it comes down to, can Memphis block the front of Penn State's defensive line? It's going to be the matchup we point to and look at all day long.
The Tigers going to have...
Whoa. Yeah, we got 3 games today, 3 games tomorrow, 1, possibly 2 games on Monday. So we definitely got an action-packed time. West Branch Ball says Penn State is one of Michigan State's rivals, so that is one reason. Oh man, you should have told me that, West Branch Ball. Now I'm definitely go Penn State. I am a Michigan Wolverine fan, so if you guys are wondering, yeah, we don't like Michigan State and we don't like Ohio State. Now I do think that you know, it's going to be a good game for Ohio State later on today. The Gridiron Blitz, his link is in my description below. We'll be doing that game. So definitely go over there and subscribe, because he'll be doing that game as well. What's going on, John Heinz? Hopefully I said your name correctly. Says, where can I find Iowa State game? I am not sure. Wisconsin, Illinois, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Minnesota. Appalachia State. So how does the number 5 team in the AP poll lose to a FCS team? Memphis is taking on the field. (2007) Michigan Appalachia State game. Chris said, I seen your last night's game up to 14,000 viewed already. Thumbs up. Appreciate that, Chris. Yeah, it was a fun day. We did break all kinds of records, so I appreciate everyone from Iowa and USC. You guys were truly, truly, truly amazing. You guys had me up till about 5 o'clock in the morning because I was still stunned. We are closing in on 900 subscribers. Glorious Star says, wow, I blinked and all kinds of comments were missed. Yeah, I will say yesterday's stream was crazy. I mean, wow, I was so speechless. I'm still kind of speechless talking about that game. But hopefully we could break records tonight. You know, it's starting with Memphis and Penn State. We got the number 17 versus the number 10. Going head to head.
Season for the Memphis Tiger program, and a new head coach in his first game and the biggest game in program history. You want to talk about starting your career with a bang? Great opportunity today for that man, Ryan Silverfield, and can't wait to see what the emotions are, how focused and dialed in this team is. And they've got quite the battle in their hands against James Franklin, Penn State, and this Nittany Lion football team that in their own right has put together a fantastic season.
Dusty, we always talk about it in bowl games. Motivation is what is always questioned first. How motivated are teams to be here? Do they really want to play here? In meeting with Coach Franklin yesterday, I think he checked all the boxes for his team.
Well, he went back and showed his players that in this game, the Group of Five has won 3 of the 5 matchups against the Power 5. So he's reminding them you have to stay locked in, stay focused, and always respect your opponent. That's one of the best coaches in college football.
Actually,
3 out
that
of
was
4
the whole
years
reason why I took a
in the
break
New Year's Six. He will
football.
have his team ready to play here today.
Penn State playing in their 50th bowl game all time. And let's go downstairs to Olivia.
Well, Mark, it's been 28 days since Penn State has played in a game, and there's been a lot going on during that time. Rumors of James Franklin taking another job are put to bed as he signs a 6-year contract extension. Offensive coordinator Ricky Ronnie takes the Old Dominion job, and Kirk Shiraka is hired away from Minnesota as the new OC. He's even here today, FaceTiming with some recruits from the field, but he's not coaching. So who's calling the plays? It's tight end coach Tyler Bowen, his first time in his career ever doing so. James Franklin told me he's a rising star. But listen, with all this going on, staff, players, coaches, they tell us Coach Franklin's structure has made this transition smooth, easy, really keeping status quo for this last game.
Yeah, Coach Franklin always likes to say that every week is our Super Bowl game, and trying to downplay some of the hype that goes into this one. As we take a look at our impact players, our Chick-fil-A impact players of the game, and some real quasars to keep an eye on here on the field.
Well, they'll be on the field at the same time today. Kenneth Gainwell looking to make it 2,000 yards from scrimmage here today with 43 more. One of the best dynamic freshmen in college football. And the true sophomore Micah Parsons has quality linebackers you'll find anywhere in college football. These two going at it today is going to be fun to watch.
Well, Memphis won the toss, deferring to the second half, so Penn State will receive and have the football first. Penn State's offense will take the field. We'll get a look at Sean Clifford.
Well, Glorious, just think of
on
this.
the field first. And as we walked around this area
Memphis
here in Arlington, and upon arrival here, you could feel a real tangible vibe. You know, the people from the Bluff City, Memphis, they have shown up and ready to show out here, wearing the colors all through these streets.
Memphis Tiger fans everywhere here for this Cotton Bowl, ready to support their team in a great season. And as we've talked about, you could make the argument the biggest game in program history.
Rose is an anomaly.
Penn State, meanwhile, hasn't been here since the mid-'70s. Memphis Tigers making their first ever appearance here in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Don't tell them that they don't belong here. They'll say otherwise. And we are underway as toe meets leather. Down to the 20-yard line, Jordan Brown. Starting tailback runs out of bounds, pushed down at about the 27-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for quarterback Sean Clifford. completing 60% of his passes on the season. You heard Olivia speaking with Coach Franklin about his relative health. He was injured during that Ohio State game, but set and ready to go here today. He's thrown for over 2,500 yards this season.
Heavy RPO offense. He does a lot of things pre-snap, post-snap. Very intelligent quarterback. And as the offensive coordinator for today, Tyler Bowen, said he's student of the game.
On 1st and 10, a little play action to Brown. And he fires high, intended for Jahan Johnson. With 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, there
started
you guys
for
go.
a couple of years, Sean Clifford did. He sat for a couple of years behind Trace McSorley. Now with the Ravens. Learned a great deal as his understudy. Out of the backfield, complete to Brown. Made one guy miss and push out of bounds.
Gained
right
for
around
about
the line
maybe
of
a
scrimmage.
yard.
Might have gotten a yard on the play. Setting up a 3rd down and long. Jacoby Francis pushing him out of bounds for the Tigers.
Nice job by Memphis rallying to the football just to throw out into the flats for Journey Brown, who's really emerged the last month of the season for this Penn State offense. Able to escort him out of the bounds quickly for a minimal gain.
Keep an eye on Bryce Huff, number 55, on that defensive front for the Tigers. One of their better pass rushers. Play clock down to 7.
Kevin Clune calling the plays today. Adam Fuller left with Mike Norvell to Florida State. Let's see if he dials up pressure on the first 3rd down.
Play clock all the way down to 1. Clifford.
Almost intercepted by Memphis.
J.J. Russell had a hand on it and almost had a shot at picking it off. Instead, it'll be 4th down. So quick 3 and out for Coach Franklin's squad on the first possession of the game.
Well, Memphis decided to bluff and show that they were going to bring pressure, then sit out and play zone coverage. J.J. Russell, as he gets in his drop, reads the eyes of Sean Clifford, steps in the throwing lane, and probably should have had interception on the opening possession.
Yeah, surely. A low line drive all the way down to the 15-yard line. This is Travion Samuel. Still on his feet, but nowhere to go. Chopped down at the 12-yard line by Jonathan Sutherland. A 57-yard punt.
What's going on, Erica?
He lost a couple on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for quarterback Brady White from there. Former transfer from Arizona State, followed his former head coach Mike Norvell from Arizona State to Memphis. This year, beyond those numbers that you see, he really feels, Dusty, like he won the locker room over. He's not the new guy anymore.
His leadership role stepped up drastically, even when we had him going all the way back to week 1, and that's grown and grown and grown throughout the course of this season.
88 yards away, 1st and 10. Wilson in motion, and it's incomplete. Dropped by Jones. That'll be 2nd down and 10. Well, folks, college football playoff semifinals today. What you've been waiting for.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio real quick for the copyrighted music. Give me a couple seconds and we'll resume the game audio. I will be doing the 4 o'clock LSU Oklahoma game. So after this stream, we'll be hopping over onto that.
2nd and 10 from the 12. Good edge rush. And wide open.
1st down, Memphis.
1st down and then some. Coatsy still on his feet.
Oh my goodness, ball at the midfield. Let's go. All right.
39 yards in all and a 1st down.
Just a 4-man rush by Penn State, sitting back in zone coverage. Coatsy wide open. Brady White finds his man, and excellent job after the catch, getting that extra yardage.
Coatsy, their leading receiver on the season. White gets it out quickly again, complete. And push out of bounds at about the 42. That's Kenneth Gainwell.
Like that previous play, Coatsy just run the slant. Michael Parsons, they thought they were going to throw the bubble, overcommitted and over-aggressive there. And Brady White finds his favorite target.
That's crazy, Erica.
Makes Penn State pay here on this opening drive.
Monty Coatsy. The coaches say that nobody works harder than he does. Nobody's more competitive. They go one-on-one coverage down the field. Coatsy, the intended target, well covered in the secondary by John Reed. It'll be 3rd and 4.
It's excellent coverage down the field by the 5th-year senior. Best cover man for Penn State. One-on-one coverage, pressing him at the line of scrimmage, getting Little jam on him, hands on him, excellent position, and well done there by the undersized 5'10" John Reed.
3rd and 4 from the 42. Wright's going to throw it again. Flag down, pass complete, 1st down inside the 35-yard line.
Memphis got the first down. There is a flag on the play.
Let's see if this play stands, though. There's a flag at the 46.
Defense number 18. The penalty is declined. The play made it 1st down.
It's going to go against Shaka Tony on
What's
the gain
going
of
on,
7.
Shadow Kid?
Well, 14 Antonio Gibson has become a weapon for this Memphis offense. The latter half of the season, since SMU, he has just exploded. They got him in a prime matchup there against the safety, Garrett Taylor. A nice route, quality pickup on 3rd down.
Patrick Taylor, the lone back. On the reverse, nowhere to go that time for Kenneth Gainwell.
No gain
Interesting
on the
to
play.
note that Patrick Taylor, number 6, was the starting running back in game 1, was injured in that game that we did, Dusty, against Ole Miss. And then Gainwell, who you saw run the ball just a moment ago, emerged as the star ball carrier. On 2nd and 10. Between the tackles, Taylor, this is what he can do.
Got a 1st down.
Inside the 20-yard line,
gain of
and a 1st down for Memphis. Castro Fields missed a tackle on a nice move, and a gain of 15.
Well, this is a big physical running back, but he shows some agility here. This is going to be a zone. Little jump cut, finds the open hole, makes the cornerback. Castro Fields miss, and excellent pickup. Nice opening drive for Memphis.
Down the sidelines, incomplete. At the 7-yard line.
Almost
intended for
got
Coaksey
it.
again. So we've only seen Memphis, Dusty, run the ball once, but had some success there.
Well, this was the weak part of the Penn State defense this year. They did have some struggles in their secondary. Brent Pry referenced that yesterday. One of the best defenses in all of college football, choking out the run game, and Memphis coming out early, getting the ball out in space to their playmakers.
Gibson and Taylor in the backfield this time. They give it a different look on the reverse.
Oh my goodness. We got a blown up play.
Said, I'll see you when I see you. Bringing down Calvin Austin on the play.
Well, this guy's acceleration is just absolutely off the charts. Let's take a look at Micah Parsons coming downhill on a blitz, gets through, and a big tackle for a huge loss.
Get beat. Why would you
for the true sophomore All-American linebacker?
They tried to scheme the Nittany Lions on the run that time to no avail.
What's going on, MonStar Sports and Entertainment?
3rd and long now. White in the pocket. Incomplete over the middle. 4th down coming up.
All right, 4th and 20.
By Lamont Wade and knocked away. And they'll send the field goal unit in.
Pressure was coming down on Brady
What's
White.
going on, Fishing Essential?
Stands in there.
Gridiron
pass
blitz.
thrown slightly behind his intended target. Nice pass breakup.
Riley Patterson in to attempt this field goal. He's made his last 10 in a row. This one coming from 48 yards out. Just inside that left upright. Good.
And Memphis gets on the board first with the field goal.
So
it is
Memphis
3-10.
And head coach Ryan Silverfield strike first.
All right. I do got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I appreciate you guys for being patient. So I will be doing the LSU-Oklahoma game after this. And then for a nightcap, I'll be doing the Pistons and the Spurs. And then tomorrow, we'll be doing 3 NFL games. And on Monday, we'll be doing the Pistons and Jazz. And I might do a bowl game on Monday as well. Appreciate that, West Branch Ball. Says Peach Bowl and Pistons and Spurs. Pistons Spurs game. Great choices. What's going on, Spotlight Sports? How's it going, brother? Oh, you're live for this game too? That's what's up. I'll hop over there and give you a thumbs up, brother. Uh-oh, no notification? Oh, Spotlight Sports? Yeah, YouTube be definitely tripping. As much as the Gridiron Blitz streams as well, I sometimes don't even get notifications.
Unbelievable
All right,
stuff.
we are back with game audio, folks.
We might have had 9 sacks in that game.
Oh.
Not saying, just saying.
Just rattle those stats off for me, partner. You had a couple of sacks in that game, I know. I Googled you. On the kickoff, 1st and 10. Second series of the game coming up for Sean Clifford and this Nittany line offense. What'd you make of that first one? There was a quick 3 and out.
It was a nice effort by Memphis, getting off the field quickly. And, you know, I would say Penn State very fortunate that Sean Clifford didn't throw an interception. He never saw J.J. Russell step in front of a pass. Obviously something to keep an eye on.
Remember, we got Tyler Bowen calling plays for the first time. He is the offensive coordinator for today's game. Ron Franklin was actually his offensive coordinator as a player back in the day.
They got to get Journey Brown going. It's the guy who had 3 of 4 100-yard games to close out the season.
Clifford passes it to the edge. Good catch. And run on the play. First down.
Got a
That's
first
Troxel.
down gain of
Picking up
about
12. On a little RPO.
It's that run pass option. Nice read there by Sean Clifford. Here's Clifford being injured against Ohio State. Next to last game of the season. Missed the Rutgers game.
Back to the action on the move. Clifford looking downfield.
Oh my goodness, wide open.
And pushed out of bounds in Memphis territory at about the 32-yard line. Another nice gain by Penn State. This one of 31
going
yards.
on?
We've seen it on back-to-back plays. It's one thing Sean Clifford really does well. Throws the ball on the move. KJ Hamler gets free past the second level and an easy pitch and catch for a big gain.
Penn State going fast as well.
Yeah, I
they
don't
handed
think
out
I'll
to
be able
Journey
to do
Brown.
the Orange
The
Bowl. I'll
tackle
be,
still on his feet. Bringing that smoke with the straight arm still going.
Oh my goodness, touchdown, Penn State. It is 6-3. 9:56 left in the first. What's going on, Maddie?
That's the guy that jumped off the tape the last half of the season. You see the speed, burst,
Yeah, I'll
and
be doing
power
the Pistons
as
and
he rolls
Jazz.
into the end zone. What do they say, partner? It's not the destination, it's the journey.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown on the board here
Smash
early.
that thumbs up.
He did not
but
want to be tackled, Dusty.
The kid is in the house. Appreciate that,
Running
MonStar.
violent out there.
What an answer by the Nittany Lions. A 32-yard run by Journey Brown, who really
right,
emerged
7-3.
in the middle part of the season to wrest control
Extra point is
as
good.
the starting running back.
I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and for commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I appreciate you guys for all being patient. What is going on, Daniel? How's it going, brother? I see you're knocking on 200 subscribers, Daniel. Congratulations, brother. If you guys enjoy like money line predictions for hockey and for basketball, go ahead and subscribe to Daniel. He is closing in on 200 subscribers. Also, I want to send a special congratulations to Maddie. Her and MonStar Sports and Entertainment. They had a great stream yesterday, so I want to congratulate them, and there's more to come. If you guys are not subscribed to MonStar Sports and Entertainment, they are our newest members of the Sports Movement Network Entertainment, so definitely do so. Predictions for Monday: Western Michigan, Cal, Mississippi State, and Florida. Hey, that's what's up, Maddie. Broke channel records last night. Looks like, we both broke records yesterday. I had a stream I couldn't even fathom. Ray Thompson says, let's go Memphis. Appreciate you, Ray Thompson, for coming into the stream. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas.
Huge hole, nothing but grass in between. And then Journey Brown does the rest, making tacklers miss and punishing defenders with a couple of stiff arms into the end zone. Steven Gonzalez, the left guard, Michael Minute, the center, set up that gaping hole with a nice double team and allowed Journey Brown the opportunity to take it to the house.
What a great answer on that drive by Penn State. 3 plays, 75 yards.
Appreciate that, MonStar.
56 seconds in all. And now
I
Memphis has
actually
turned back
couldn't
on the
go to
field
sleep
with
till
an
about
opportunity to answer.
5 o'clock this morning.
Brady White.
I was too worried I was going to have a heart attack
overnight on the
overnight.
season. And
Like that game literally
good accuracy is going to need it all
wound
today
up
against this Nittany Lion defense. Patrick Taylor in at tailback. And that's the guy they're going to have to account for defensively. Micah Parsons on 1st and 10 to sweep. The
gain of about a yard, maybe 2.
Let's go down to Olivia.
Well, it's fun watching Coach Silverfield in his first game as the head coach, kind of figuring out who to talk to and when and all the different assignments you have as head coach. But guys, he's still coaching the offensive line. In fact, during warm-ups, he was down there with his hand in the dirt with his guys like normal.
So it is you, the people,
Once an O-line coach, always an O-line
creators.
White into coverage, and he batted away nicely for the second time here this afternoon by John Reed. That's emerging as an interesting storyline, a one-on-one matchup there, Dustin.
Well, they want to take shots down the field, and of course they're going to go to Coxie. How about the hops there by the senior John Reed, getting up and playing big. An outstanding pass breakup 2 times now. They've tried to take a shot down the field. John Reed in great position here early.
3rd and long, 8 to go.
Tape on John Reed. He is the senior.
Play clock down to 5. White got a man wide open.
Oh my goodness!
Jones.
Oh!
Down to 17, 1st down, Tigers.
Reed made a touchdown saving tackle.
And they pick up 56 yards.
Well, it's patience for Brady White. Nothing is there initially. Moves to his
that
left.
Was a
He's
gigantic
by Micah Parsons. The pressure's coming.
game.
He sees his target break free in the middle of the field. Huge strike to Jones.
Up at the line quickly. Empty formation, 5 receivers. White completes it. Down to the 8-yard line. Caught by Patrick Taylor.
2nd
out of
and
the
1.
backfield.
Back to that last play, work on the outside. We were just praising John Reed, just a deep post, and Reed loses him, and Jones continues his route. And
that closing speed, though.
Outstanding job by Brady White, being
he
patient
did get beat
and locating his
to
open
allow
target
that
down
big
the field.
catch, but Reed's closing speed is something amazing
Big
to
play
watch.
offense.
And Brady White splits out as a receiver, got a wildcat formation with Patrick Taylor now. Takes the direct snap over the right side.
We got the first down.
To the
it is
3-yard line.
First and goal at about the 4.
Jan Johnson making the tackle.
And expect to see quite a bit of this wildcat formation here today. They gain an extra hat when they go ahead and put the ball right in the hands of Patrick Taylor or Kenneth Gainwell. It's a way to go against this outstanding front seven of Penn State. And talking with the offensive coordinator, Kevin Johns, calling plays for the first time here today, is going to be a big piece of what they do offensively to try to get the ground game going.
Brady White up in the shotgun, hands it off to Taylor, broke a tackle. Taylor.
And we got a touchdown, Memphis.
Back at you.
It is 9-7. 7:44 left in the first.
That's an answer right there, partner.
Yep. If there were any questions as to the absolute health of Patrick Taylor, they were answered on this run, Dusty.
Well, Jan Jansen, old school middle linebacker, he comes clean, and he can't make the tackle. He's grabbing for legs, too strong of a runner. And then Taylor powers his way into the end zone, his 36th career rushing touchdown. Phenomenal player, over 1,200 yards a season ago.
Kick is up.
Season not what he wanted.
And the kick is good. It is 10-7.
He's going to try to go out the
7:44 left in the first.
6 plays, 75 yards on the drive, and the score. Power 5 on the left, group of 5 on the right. What say you?
All right, I do got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I appreciate you guys for being patient. Got 17 in the building. Can we get those thumbs up so we can get this stream out? We definitely appreciate it. If you are new to the channel and you like the content, then hit that subscribe button. We'll be on for LSU and Oklahoma, followed by the Pistons and the Spurs. I do college basketball, NFL, NBA, and college football. Hold on, Chick-fil-A got some mac and cheese. Tomorrow we are going to be doing 3 NFL games. And then Monday we're going to do the Pistons and Jazz and possibly a bowl game as well.
Memphis Tigers. Here's when he was announced to his team. He found out he was the interim following their championship win in their conference, and then a couple days later named the head coach. He told the search committee, search the country. Don't just pick me because the guys want me. And guys, this is someone who didn't even play college football. He coaches with a chip on his shoulder. He said, I have a chip on my shoulder like a lot of our players. And the main thing today, he wanted detail and control. Wasn't worried about them coming out flat.
Yeah, here's a guy who started coaching at 18 years old in high school.
I like the passion, the enjoyment, the excitement. So players coach. This team loves Ryan Silverfield, and he called this his dream job. And he said that Memphis is a special place. The culture in Memphis he has embraced and come to love, and they feel that they found a bright, shining star in Ryan Silverfield to lead Memphis to the next chapter in this program.
With some NFL lineage, spent 5 years with the Minnesota Vikings. Leslie Frazier, a big impression on him there. The pass incomplete, intended for Freiermuth, who is one of their main weapons, throwing and running. He's such a versatile player, an all-conference player, that time unable to make the catch.
He's a real tight end. Excellent blocker, fantastic pass catcher, size. And you see there just didn't quite look the ball in, was turning upfield to run before he completed the catch.
With a pressure and a sack back at the 24-yard line. Jonathan
We
Wilson,
got a Memphis sack.
a.k.a. Swamp, with the sack. Good coverage downfield on that one. And a long third down coming up for Penn State.
Yeah, that's a coverage sack right there. Jonathan Wilson gets there late, but outstanding job down the field. Sean Clifford nowhere to go with the football, and the Memphis pass rush gets there late.
Third sack of the season for Wilson. On 3rd and 11, Tigers bringing a little heat. And they get to Clifford again. Sacked
And we
him.
got another Memphis
21,
sack.
Bryce Huff with his
It's
7th
4th
sack
down.
of the season.
Penn State
Bryce
will
Huff,
be
this is a
punting
showcase
it.
game for him. He's had 2 excellent, productive seasons in the American. Let's take a look at him working off the edge here. He's going to get home. He's working on Fries. Fries really struggles with speed, bending those knees, and you saw the chop rip. Bryce Huff get up the field, and a huge sack here early in this game.
Hey, the Memphis Tigers going to have good starting field position here after that punt. That was the second 3 and out that they've caused.
Oh. I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten reasons and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. G-Man 409 says, let's go Tigers. Spotlight Sports Talk says, good game so far, bro. Absolutely. Anytime you can see, 2 sacks on back-to-back plays like that, you know, that shows you how hungry they are. So today we got LSU, Oklahoma left, and Pistons and Spurs. Then we have 3 NFL games on tomorrow's list. And we got the Pistons and Jazz. Memphis is good. I don't understand why the ranked 17 with a 12-1 record. Man, that one shocks me as well. Like, how are you 12-1, but yet you're ranked 17? But that just goes to tell you how crazy, you know, the NCAA is. It's like, why would you do that? It's just like, like 1 or 2 losses, like you have no shot at playoffs. It's like, it's hard to be perfect. You know, if you have a real schedule, it is hard to be perfect. I appreciate that, G-Man 409. Says, Troxel, I like how you do your streams, bro. I'll definitely be coming back. Because the conference they play in, they show no love. Yeah, that is true. They in the same conference as UCF, but it is what it is.
Wow. It's the 84th edition of this game, and a pass and
Memphis
catch
with
and
the
run
first down
to Calvin Austin
Gain
for a first down.
about 12
a
or 13.
Of 13.
Calvin Austin got some outstanding speed, one of the fastest guys on this offense, zone coverage, and he finds a soft spot.
From the 47. Handed off this time to Gibson. You know, you look at the Penn State helmets, and there's a WT on the back that stands for Wally Triplet. This started in 1948, but it actually began in 1946 season when the team voted to cancel their game against Miami because, like many schools in the South, Miami didn't play against integrated schools unless they agreed to leave their black players at home. It led to the credo, "We are Penn State," as Brady White slides in about a yard shy of the first down. Now, the following year, in the 1948 Cotton Bowl, Penn State said, hey, we are bringing Wally Triplet. We are bringing Denny Hoggard. And they ended up playing in the game against SMU. It ended up in a tie ball game. And they made history in the process. As
ball's loose.
And he'll pick up the first down.
Okay.
And Wally Triplet becoming in the process the first African-American to play
regained it.
in this storied
First
football
down.
game. Couldn't imagine having to leave your African-American players at home today. First down and 10. Taking a shot downfield and overshoots Calvin Austin. Olivia?
Well, it's just crazy to believe that teams from the north that were desegregated, it was almost a gentleman's agreement to not bring their African-American players down when they played in the South. So this was a huge deal when Penn State did it in that game. And it was thought to be the origin of that chant, "We are Penn State." And when they got to Dallas, the team even had to stay at a naval base because no hotel would take them. It's hard for most of us to imagine a world like this.
Great point, Olivia. On the run here, 2nd and 10.
Memphis got the first down.
Inside the 20. Gainwell gives him another first down, and he shook Garrett Taylor's world on that play.
Oh, man, this guy is incredible out in space. Garrett Taylor, the safety comes down, excellent tackler, and he just cannot
Did shake the
get any kind of
dangling side
contact
of him.
on Kenneth Gainwell.
Right.
Excellent run. It's a big 3rd down run to convert the first
teams
down.
are
And here he
averaging
is in the open space doing what he does,
0
making people
yards
miss
per play.
and ripping off big games.
Boy, the Tigers really moving the ball well against this defense of Penn State. Parsons coming on for pressure and incomplete. Intended for Coxie. Covered by Keaton Ellis, the true freshman. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Just to put another period on that point.
So on commercial,
Wally Triplet, you know, James Franklin told us earlier that he grew up in Philadelphia in the shadows of Penn State, not that far away. He never thought as a kid that that job would be attainable for him, but to see where we are now and to see that where he is now is really a testament to how things have changed.
In a good way. And what did Coach Franklin tell us? He wanted to be the first African-American coach to win a national championship.
Into the boundary, this is Gainwell. Pushed out of
Gainwell
bounds
gets
right
another
near
first down.
that first down marker. And James Franklin came out and said earlier, hey, I want to be,
Holding.
as you said.
Offense number 58, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
He was unabashed and unapologetic. His goal, to win a national championship and to be the first African-American coach to do it. 10-2 this season with a good recruiting class coming in. After the penalty, they will back this up beyond the 25, spotting it at the 27.
58 on Brian Thomas, making his first start at left tackle today. Scotty Dill out at right tackle, and they moved easy over to right. Costly penalty there on a big pickup by Gainwell.
Right, with a safety valve incomplete through the hands of Kenneth Gainwell. And it's going to be 3rd down and long. Gainwell, to think that, Dusty, he redshirted last year. Didn't see much, if any time at all. Did not play. And you think about his journey. Mississippi State all passed on him. They got in too late, and he ends up having great success at Memphis.
Well, they had a man who plays in this stadium, Tony Pollard.
What's going on, Eric?
Round, and
how's it going, brother?
Exactly
Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. I have LSU, Oklahoma, followed by the Pistons and Spurs.
White steps up, decides to take off. He gets back some of that lost yardage inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Brooks makes the tackle, the gain of 7. 4th down coming up, and Riley Patterson coming in to kick a field goal.
Well, it's really good coverage down the field. You see Reed working up top. Also the nickelback, Lamont Wade. Guys completely locked up. Pocket started collapsing on Brady White. Decided he's just going to get what he can get and set up for a field goal. Another productive drive here for this Memphis offense.
Patterson connecting earlier from 48. This one from 37 yards out. And under perfect conditions here, he gets it inside that left upright.
13-7. Memphis
take a 6-point
with the lead.
And this is the first game as head coach for Ryan Silverfield.
2:55
well, folks,
left
Monday,
and the
we'll
first
have the
quarter.
Capital One Orange Bowl for you. Kyle Trask leading.
I am going to be changing the stream after the game. But I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials. So as soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio.
Picking up a ferocious defense. I like Bryce Perkins, a quarterback, but I think Florida just too athletic, too talented in that matchup.
Perkins real exciting to watch, one of the best at his position. 10 plays, 40 yards, 3.5 minutes on the clock. Capped with a 37-yard field goal by Riley Patterson.
That's a shame.
You surprised by this good start by Memphis?
A little bit. Yeah. I think especially the way that we've seen Memphis be able to run the football. But they're doing exactly what Kevin Johns, the offensive coordinator, told us they were going to do. They've taken a lot of shots. We've seen wildcats. We've seen misdirection perimeter runs, spreading the ball around, and as much as anything, tempo. And that's something Kevin Johns said wanted to put his stamp on today's game.
We have yet to see, Dusty,
if
Sean
they got
Clifford
an issue, they
find
can come see me.
His real rhythm. And remember, he was injured in that Ohio State game. We showed you the video a moment ago. Looks like he's still trying to get untracked here. They've had 2 3-and-outs already in this ball game. But he's a guy who's very capable of rallying this offense. Noah Kane in now for the first time at tailback, and he takes the handoff. Pushed forward out to the 29-yard line.
I'm a big fan of Noah Kane. He was injured the latter half of the season, opened the door for Journey Brown, but a true freshman. You watch him against Iowa. They rode him to the end.
When they get shut down, I am going to laugh in their face.
Gets another carry here. Picks up the first down beyond the 40.
Penn State with a big first down.
44-yard line. Consecutive runs by Noah Kane, who came into the game with 351 rushing yards. Gets 15 there, and they're going fast.
And it's left side, strong side behind
guess
74.
What? When they get shut down, they're going to get a copyright strike, and they won't be able to stream for 90 days.
Then
they're going to probably be stupid enough to do it again. Get another copyright strike. Be banned again for another 90 days. Then they'll be stupid again and do it a third time. Guess what? Then YouTube just cancels their entire account down. So guess what? When it's all said and done, guess who's going to be sitting here laughing at those people? Good on darn well. It's going to be your boy, Troxel Sports Talk, laughing at every single person that shows the game.
To the bottom of the field, George drops it. He would have had a first down. Daniel George couldn't squeeze it as we check in with the studio.
All right. We do have some copywritten music. So I'm going to take this time to break some breaking news. The Jacksonville Jaguars fired Doug Marrone. After Sunday's game, he will not be the head coach anymore.
Yours, 3rd and 6.
It's a matchup to watch. Down low, 55. Bryce Huff on Will Fries. He's already got him for 1 sack.
Clifford on the move, under duress, and brought down at about the 46-yard line by Cullins. And this Memphis Tigers defense might be saying, y'all are talking about Penn State's D a lot. How about us?
That's right. Joseph Dorcius, 94, 55. Bryce Huff, watch him. And
I'm going to mute my microphone for a second. I'll have the game audio playing.
He's going to come over the top, kind of spy the quarterback
or something like that.
Clifford out of bounds.
I will have to mute the game audio as well.
Memphis defense.
But I will be right back, folks.
Gillikin with a punt. Going to bounce at the 15-yard line. Good stick and stay for the punter, who's averaging 42 per punt on the season. That one goes 38. Who are your...
I appreciate that, Joshua Hunter. I am 2-0. All right, let's go 3-0.
Physical brand of football, just like they do in the American Conference. Underrated conference in my estimation.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more. Taylor trying to get to the edge and brought down to the 16-yard line. Good tackle there by Garrett Taylor. Talked about Patrick Taylor and how he decided to return for his senior season. The NFL Advisory Board last year gave him the same grade as Pollard, who went in the 4th round to the Dallas Cowboys. Rolls out. He's going to be brought down. Almost threw it away.
It's going to be
guys, incomplete. Robert Windsor and Ellis Brooks there to apply the pressure. And it's going to be 3rd and long now for Memphis.
Let's take a look at 54. Windsor. It's an excellent job on the inside. Just continues to get up the field and chases down Brady White. Brady White fortunate to get rid of that football as he tries to deliver it kind of in a panic mode to Patrick Taylor, but excellent pressure by the senior defensive tackle.
27 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Flags down. They set up the screen, complete to Taylor. Got some blockers in front of him. And let's see the spot. He is just a little bit short, apparently, of the 1st down between the 24 and 25, but there's a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Brooks made the tackle on the play. That's going to be against Memphis, so it'll come back. But Patrick Taylor seems to be running the ball authoritatively.
Formation, offense number 58 and number 77. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Both offensive tackles too far in the backfield. 58, and again, we've talked about this. Easy has been the left tackle all season, has moved to right with Dill out. Brian Thomas has come in, sitting back to give themselves some extra opportunity on these speed rushes from these Penn State defensive ends. Cost them on that 3rd down.
Now that offensive line with those mistakes has to deal with the head coach as well. Who is the offensive line coach? And that's going to be the end of the first 15 minutes here at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic,
it is the end of one. It is 13-7. Memphis with the lead
as the underdog. But right now, they lead at 13-7.
All right, I do got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes for the 2nd quarter, I will resume the game audio. Appreciate all 14 of you guys for rocking with your boy. It truly means a lot. We are going to be doing the LSU-Oklahoma game, followed by the Pistons and the Spurs today. And then tomorrow we'll be having 3 NFL games at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and at for Sunday Night Football. I'll tell you guys exactly which game I'll be doing tomorrow as well. I will say we do have some good ones, folks. We got the Chargers and the Chiefs, the Cowboys and the Redskins, and the Seahawks versus the Niners. Then on Monday, we got the Pistons and the Jazz. I will be incorporating more NCAA bowl games. What is going on, Mars Landon? Says, bro, you are on a computer or your phone? What are you talking about? What is going on, Blaze Radio? It says yo 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 trucks. And chat, we are losing by 6. Oops. Go Lions. Memphis is tough. Should be a good game, I hope.
Of it. 3rd and 14.
Mars, it's a lot of it your TV
White on the move.
and quick fingers.
Has a receiver dropped at the 33-yard line. Would have been a first down catch, but Kadarian Jones couldn't squeeze it. That's the second drop that Brady White has had today.
Brady White moves to his right. We saw Yetur Gross-Matos get up the field. Nice job by the tackle to wash him by. Opened up some vision for Brady White. Locates his target. And a rare drop on the near sidelines. Could have easily been a big pickup on 3rd and long.
KJ Hamler standing at his own 41-yard line for the Nittany Lions. Williams going to punt for the Tigers. This will be returnable, but he watches it bounce, and it takes a Nittany Lion bounce, and it'll end up in Memphis territory at about the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Sean Clifford after that 35-yarder.
Well, coming into today, the big story was this Penn State defense against the Memphis offense. And how about this for a statement by Memphis in the opening quarter? Most yards allowed in the first quarter by Brent Pye's defense all season. Here by these Memphis Tigers. It came to play.
We showed the playmakers that they had. They have an abundance of them. One of the top offenses in the country, averaging over 41 per game coming in. Sean Clifford hands it off. That's going to be Journey Brown.
2nd down. Gain of about...
Penn State comes in very wary.
It is 2nd and 8.
James Franklin showed his team the results of Group of 5 teams that have upended Power 5 conference teams. So they came in well warned. Clifford trying to make a play.
Oh, first
Pass
down.
is caught for the first down. That's Dotson. Boy, a great ad-lib there by Sean Clifford. 10-yard gain.
Clifford under pressure again. Storyline is this Memphis defensive line so far under pressure. Has to be on the move, get off his spot. Makes an outstanding off-schedule throw. John Dotson goes down and gets it.
Haven't heard much from KJ Hamler yet today. 2 receivers split to the top of your screen. Hamler's the inside one. He's their leading receiver coming in today. They hand it off, though, to Journey Brown, trying to get into the boundary and pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Here's what we were alluding to a moment ago. Boise State over Arizona, Houston, Western Michigan, UCF. All good results against Power 5 conference teams. So Penn State can't sleep on these guys.
Group of 5, 3-2 in these matchups. And it's about the mentality, the motivation. And for Memphis, biggest game in program history in Penn State. James Franklin wanted to make sure they were sharp and focused on the task at hand.
Journey Brown, good tackle at about the 28-yard line by Sanchez Blake Jr. Came up, and that was a textbook tackle.
They say he's one of the most improved players on this defense. Really good around the line of scrimmage, and we got to be able to tackle. And coming downhill, big-time tackle, and open space on Journey Brown.
3rd and 4. Clifford going to do it himself.
Got first down.
Inside the 20-yard line to move the chains. Got a good block up front by Friese. 1st down and 10 on the 7-yard gain.
Little misdirection, quarterback run game. Like the block by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth to help spring Clifford for 1st down and move the chains.
Noah Kane now in the backfield. See Journey Brown and Noah Kane, and Jimmy Clifford sliding into the 15-yard line. Austin Hall there to stop him. Well, New Year's Day on ESPN and the ESPN app, it's the granddaddy of them all. 6th-ranked Oregon against 8th-ranked Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl game, presented by Northwestern Mutual, and number 5 Georgia, number 7 Baylor meet in the All-State Sugar Bowl. What a great day, New Year's Day. Dusty, I know you won't have the lampshade on your head from the party the night before, but we'll both be sitting down watching that game.
No question. Outstanding matchups.
Well, maybe you will have the lampshade on your head still. I don't know. Noah Kane in the backfield. This one goes to Hamler, trying to make a play.
And we got a touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The lethal speed of KJ Hamler. They're going to say he's out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
What? At the 2-yard line.
You're exactly right. Get your playmakers the ball out in space, and that's where KJ Hamler is so lethal. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile, didn't need it. Leandre Thomas, the safety, came up, and he was left hugging air. Little bubble screen outside, nice block, one-on-one situation, and it's just a foot race to the sidelines.
His foot did go
on
this
play. He did appear to hit the white right there.
I don't know.
Well, fortunately for us,
they got to review that.
He might have. This is the one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Is there a little green in between there? Let's bring in Dave Kataya. Dave, your thoughts on this replay? Our official in the booth.
It's not enough to overturn.
The key is here. Remember, we have to have 100% that the call is incorrect on the field. The call on the field is out of bounds. I don't see enough there to make it 100% to reverse this call.
All right. We'll see what they say here. That was as close as it gets.
Hey, G-Man 409, I don't mind it going back and forth.
And the ruling on the field was he was out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
So would you expect that to be a stands or confirmed?
Was down at the 2-yard line
on that because it is very, very close. And whenever you go stands, it has to be 100% to change the call.
After further review, the runner's right foot was out of bounds to the 2. The ball's at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
The result is the same, stands.
But they did get a yard.
But to me, there was not enough. It doesn't make a lot of difference because the call stands on the field, but they're just simply confirming they had enough to see the foot out of bounds.
Now, the one thing that did change on that, correct me if I'm wrong, they had him ruled out at the 2. They said the foot's out at the 2, but the ball's at the 1. So doesn't get in the end zone, but the ball does move up 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
It's the position of the ball when that foot hits the ground, not where the foot is, where the ball is when he goes out.
Thank you, Dave Kataya. 1st and 10. 1st and goal from the 1.
And we got it now, a Penn State touchdown.
An impressive drive by the Nittany Lions.
Chance to go up by 1
at 13.
Tough physical run. Downhill by Noah Kane. We talked about earlier, true freshman, had back-to-back 100-yard games earlier this season against Purdue, against Iowa. The only other time that's happened for Penn State by a true freshman, a guy named Saquon Barkley.
He was pretty good.
He's okay. Still doing all right for the Giants.
Vinegar in for the extra point, giving Penn State a 1-point lead.
And Penn State go up by 1. 14-13, 11-14 left in the second. I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and for commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. We got 32 in the chat. Let's get those thumbs up so we can get this stream out and outrank these clowns that show the game. Because those that show the game do not give a rat's behind about you guys. All they care about is sub grabbing, to where they're not going to have an actual community. Here in the Sports Movement Network, we try to bring to you a community, a family. All 884 of you guys are all family members. But today we got the LSU Oklahoma game, followed by the Pistons and Spurs. Then we have 3 NFL games tomorrow, followed by the Pistons and Jazz on Monday. So we got 5 more streams to end this weekend, and then maybe 1 or 2 on Monday. So we got a jam-packed, action-packed time. Closing in on 900 subscribers. Truly appreciate it, each and every single one of you guys. Yesterday's Iowa and USC game, we hit an all-time record of 14,000 views. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you that came and rocked with your boy. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me a couple seconds. As soon as the game resumes, I will still resume the game audio. Just my mic will be muted. G-Man says the LSU game should get you high views. Hopefully. I mean, really, I just enjoy having people in my chat, being active and things like that, you know. You know, from a analytical aspect, I do have all my watch hours. I just need really the subscribers, but I will not compromise from showing the game to not showing the game. What do you call it? I believe in doing things the right way, and that means what do you call it?
5-yard drive.
What do you call it? Doing the way we have been doing it all year long, and it's going to continue like that.
New Year's.
All right, got more copywritten music.
We are kicking things off on biggest Saturday in college football. We all wait for the New Year's Six for the college football playoff, and all enjoyed the holidays, and now it's football holidays.
Yes, sir. Taylor and Gainwell in the backfield. Look at the huge discrepancy in yardage.
Play game. Offense.
All right, I am
5-yard
back.
penalty. First down.
Boy, Brady White with that Minshew quarterback.
Little Gardner Minshew mustache there.
that's right out of the 70s, man.
That's a costly mistake there for Memphis.
Well, he flanks out now, and they're going to go Wildcat with Patrick Taylor. Little counter step. Actually, it's Gainwell this time. And Gainwell makes it to the 20-yard line. No gain on the play.
There is no gain.
I know, I did that mustache about About a 6.5, 7, Dusty? I know you're a little bit more generous sometimes.
I think it's pretty good. Watch Michael Parsons come downhill. Boom! Zipped his way through the blockers and a big hit.
Parsons, the leading tackler on that defense. 95 stops coming in.
His acceleration, short area quickness, and ability to navigate through blocks really separates him on the football field.
Empty formation for the Tigers on 2nd and 15. They come with a blitz. Parsons.
The ball's loose.
Penn State couldn't grab it, and
Memphis recovered.
Penn State, keep in mind, folks, they forced 20 fumbles this year. That's the most amongst FBS schools. There's 21.
Well, this is what they do. They bring him up around the line of scrimmage. Watch him just create. Times up the blitz perfect. Comes completely scot-free. You've got to identify him. Doesn't just get the sack. Gets the ball out. Huge heads-up play by being easy. Starting at right tackle to get on that football. They've got to locate
It's 3rd and 24.
And get him blocked up.
9:55 left in the second.
Little movement up front.
We got offsides.
Taking a shot downfield, intercepted at the 48-yard line by Brisker, but it may come back because of the flag.
Smart play. It's going to be an offsides on 28. Jason away.
Offside, defense number 99. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Brady White figured he had a free one there.
Yeah, he jumps here on the initially jump street. That's smart. It's what you do in this type of spot. Recognize that as Brady White. Know you can take your shot over the field. We'll cover 2. Safety was over the top. Nice play made there by Jaquan Brisker, but again, Brady White knew he had a free play on his hands.
Yeah. Brady White, who knew his former coach Novrell from his playing days in high school as a sophomore. Followed him here to Memphis. White.
There is a sack. 4th down.
That's his 9.5 sack of the season.
And this guy is a stud in his own right. See him work off the edge. He's going to be inside now. See, they have 11 Micah Parsons in at defensive end, and you get Yetur Gross-Matos working on a guard. Just simple chop rip and the length go-go gadget arm to reach and grab Brady White. Just a phenomenal last 2 seasons. Extremely productive. Back-to-back first-team All-Big Ten selections. And
on the back, Judge.
That was not a horse collar penalty because he was in the pocket.
It is 4th and 29.
And he also didn't pull him straight to the ground. So Hamler back near midfield at the Memphis 48. Adam Williams punting in the shadows of his own goalposts. Nittany Lions will get good field position here. And he shanks one. Out of bounds, shy of the 40-yard line.
Gave Memphis beautiful
a guy who's averaging
field
almost
position.
46 yards per punt on the season. Adam Williams with a very
Penn State beautiful
unpropitious
field
effort
position
that time. With 9:01 to go here in the first half.
What we see in college football with guys declaring for the NFL draft, sometimes they don't want to finish the season, don't want to play in the bowl game.
All right, there's some copyright music. I do have to mute it for commercials and copyright music. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I appreciate you guys for being patient. After this game, we'll be doing the LSU-Oklahoma game, followed by the Pistons and the Spurs. Then tomorrow, we have 3 NFL games on the list, as well as on Monday, we got the Pistons and the Jazz. So we are going to have fun. Man, the last 2 drives, Penn State had great field position. Absolutely. Memphis got some hope to hold them to a field goal, because if they get a touchdown and the extra point, Memphis would be forced to somehow get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie it. Hold them to a field goal. Keep it under 7. All right, we are resuming the game audio.
As the Ice Bowl. 68 degrees in here, buddy. I got no problem with this.
I'll take it right here, man. This is as good as it gets for stadiums, right?
Yeah. Old schoolers like to say, that's football weather. This is football weather, too.
Is it nice?
On the play action, Clifford under duress, and he's going to be sacked.
Memphis
Back
with
at
the
the
sack.
38-yard line. Penn State with Gates starting field position after that 26-yard punt a moment ago.
Wilson picked up the sack.
Wilson with the tackle.
Jonathan Wilson with his second sack already so far in this game. And Sean Clifford wanted to take a deep shot. Had deep over. He was looking for K.J. Hamler. Never came clean. Nice rush by the senior Wilson.
Devin Ford in the backfield. Clifford keeps it.
Quarterback takes off. Got the first down. Ball at, I believe, the 20.
Close to the first down. It looks like he got it. And he moves the chains.
This is smart heads-up play here by Sean Clifford.
What's
Saw
going
that he
on,
had the
Damien?
edge, and then he
How's
just
it going,
navigates
brother?
his tight end. Says, go, get out in front. Give me a block. Gives him just enough, and nice first down.
16-yard gain on the play. Throws it on the RPO to Fryermuth.
Oh, a touchdown, Penn State.
Out of bounds, shy of the end zone.
Oh, they're calling it back,
Giving somebody smoke.
saying he was out of
He
bounds.
ran over the defensive back on the play. The defender had no chance.
But
One more
he
look.
trucked the dude.
Wow. Exact same play. Now they throw it to Fryermuth, and ooh.
Get off me.
Oh, yeah, he was out.
Gonzalez got leveled, and they ran.
And now we got a Penn State touchdown.
Devin Ford with his third touchdown of the season. And the third of his career.
It is 20-13, Penn State with the
Momentum
lead.
Slowly, the pendulum slowly swinging Penn State's way.
Quick strike after the big stop. Bad punt. Gives Penn State great field position. Did not take them long as they were going up-tempo. Tyler Bowen doing exactly what he talked about yesterday with this offense.
The extra point good.
And it's 21-13.
A couple of key plays on that
7:47
four-play,
left in the
32-yard
second
drive,
quarter.
using up just 1:14 on the clock. They put on lawn boys. They call them lawn boys because they eat up a lot of grass.
That's the Iowa State and who's they playing? Oh, and Notre Dame? Oh, wow. Notre Dame 13, Iowa State 3. 4:50 left in the second quarter in that game. Appreciate the 43 in the building. Let's get those thumbs up. Definitely appreciate that. As soon as the game resumes, we do resume the game audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. Next on the list is LSU and Oklahoma, followed by the Pistons and the Spurs today. And tomorrow we have all 3 NFL games. What is going on, Billy Arnold? Says, let's go Tigers, let's go. We should be resuming the audio here shortly. I'm fine. I'm hoping you're doing fine. Appreciate. I'm doing great. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas.
With Penn State,
we are back with the game
big day
audio.
College football on ESPN. Penn State with a 21-13 lead, an impressive drive a moment ago. Quick start by the Tigers. The Nittany Lions with the lead, and on the return out of the end zone is Gibson. They
ball at the
brought it back for touchdowns already this year, but not that time.
All right, let's go back and look at the last 2 main plays of this drive. Back-to-back plays, and it's the exact same play with the wrinkle. One, Fryermuth's going to be the blocker, lead up for Clifford in the run game. The next, Fryermuth's going to slip out, and they're going to throw him the pass. Exact same play, RPO as the defensive end closes, allows the edge to open up, and you've got options. Quarterback can keep it. He can hit his outlet. Nice job by Sean Clifford, getting a nice pickup on the ground, and then rewarding his big tight end with a dump down, and he caps it off with a physical, violent finish on that catch.
Remember Kevin Johns, the play caller today from Memphis. And Tyler Bowen, the play caller for Penn State, saw something.
Memphis takes off.
Slide into about the 17-yard line by quarterback Brady White. Picked up 5. Brady White at Arizona State missed most of the 2016 season and all of the 2017 season
in the second quarter
at the Sun Devils with a foot injury.
13. Penn State with
Bounce
the
back,
lead.
having a good closing to his career here at Memphis. That pass complete. Up to the 19-yard line. That's Johns. Jones with the catcher.
And it's a first down.
Feels like an important drive here for Memphis. Take a look at Brady White, our player impact rating of a...
Oh, I do got to mute that copyright music.
This offense.
Taking a shot here one-on-one and incomplete. Boy, they keep trying. John Reed, that time to no avail. Olivia has more on Brady White.
Well, his offensive coordinator, Kevin Johns, told us that all week and really all bowl practices that he's been a different cat, dialed in. He said you can see it in his eyes. I just hope he relaxes game time. Watching him on the sideline, very relaxed. You can tell this guy's a vet, been all over, as you mentioned, and has just gelled with his group this year, especially that offensive line.
Has his guys over for dinner frequently.
That is one brave Clemson fan.
Takes good care of the guys that take care of him on the field.
False start. Offense number 58. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, that's the second time now, Brian Thomas. He was lined up in the backfield earlier. Now it's a false start, making his first start of the season. And when you got to go against Shaka Tony, Yetur Gross-Matos, you're trying to give yourself any edge advantage you can get. Second penalty here in the first half.
White has misfired on 6 of his last 7 passes. Completes this one on the receiver screen to Austin. And Calvin Austin
No
brought
gain
down
on
right
that
around the
play.
line of
It is
scrimmage.
3rd and 15.
Not much room there for the dynamic but diminutive receiver. 5'9", brought down by Jaquan Brisker.
Trying to slow down that pass rush, little
Appreciate
wide
the
receiver
56
screen, a
of you in
tunnel
the building.
screen, and excellent pursuit to the football by Brisker, the safety back inside for minimal gain.
Let's
and
get those thumbs up.
3rd and extra long. Pin your ears back and get after the quarterback here.
Watch out for Micah Parsons. White gets rid of it quick. That pass almost intercepted. Brisker was in on the last play. That time got his hand on it. And it's incomplete. Fourth down coming up for the Tigers. And they'll punt from deep in their own territory again.
We'll see. We're going to take a look here at Brady White, and he's telegraphing where he's going with the football. He's looking right here, right now. Brisker is in the throwing lane, continues to expand, reads the quarterback's eyes the entire way, gets a nice pass breakup. Excellent series there by Jaquan Brisker.
A.J. Hamler standing at his own 40-yard line. Last time Adam Williams punted, it only went 28 yards. This one much better. Wow, he airmailed that one out of bounds. He didn't quite hit the big screen here at AT&T Stadium, but that's as close as I've seen somebody come today.
Davian says they are going to eat that Clemson fan for lunch
21.
and dinner. All right, we got copywritten music and commercials coming up, so I have to mute the game audio. As soon as the game audio comes back, the game will resume. Appreciate the 43 in the building. Let's get those thumbs up. I am going to be doing LSU, Oklahoma, followed by the Pistons and the Spurs. Tomorrow we got 3 NFL games, including that fire game of 49ers and the Seahawks. So if you enjoy football, college and pros, and basketball, college and pros as well, definitely hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell so you stay alerted when I go live. We have 5 more games from now until Monday. And then on Monday we have possibly 1 or 2. Guaranteed 1, the Pistons and the Jazz. But I'm going to look for a good bowl game to bring you guys. G-Man 409 says need a stop. Penn has had the momentum for the last few drives. Yeah, if they can just score a touchdown, get a 3 and out, get a touchdown, and at least bring it to within 1, then they'll have a shot in that second half. Damien says this game is done before halftime. LOL. Notre Dame up 20-3. G-Men says, you a Detroit fan, Trox? I am born and raised in Michigan, so I am a Detroit fan, but I do enjoy good football and basketball. I know right now the state of Michigan is in kind of a flux. That's to say, nice and cleanly, because, yeah. The Lions are about to get the 2nd overall pick. If Washington Redskins can do their job and pick up a victory, and the Green Bay Packers can finally get some retribution on us from that 31-0 victory from us at Lambeau Field last year. What's going on, big guy? Says, go Tigers, go. Then you got the Tigers and the Red Wings probably getting the number 1 overall picks in their respective leagues. All right, we're back with
trips right formation.
audio.
KJ Hamler, the inside receiver. They choose to run it. Journey Brown.
Oh my goodness, he is gone. We got another touchdown for Penn State. Whoever number 4 is for Penn State, got the ball and was gone.
The Lawn Boys cut
Journey
and
Brown,
eat up some
a
more
56-yard touchdown.
56 yards on that one.
Vision and a jump cut by Journey Brown, and the burst and speed. No one's going to catch him from Memphis. Nice piece of running once
Kick
again
is
by
up.
Journey Brown.
You saw his speed.
And
You
kick
mentioned
is
it, Dusty.
good.
He's a former high school sprint champion. Ran a 10.43 in high school.
28
That
to
broke
13,
the record by
551.
Olympian
left in the
Leroy
second quarter.
Burrell at the time.
What is going on,
His
Chloe
second one of the day.
McGo?
All right, let's take a look at
Hopefully
this. They're
I
going
said
to wash
your,
everything
name
down,
correctly. Says
okay?
Penn State
And the
rules.
safety is going to come down, so there's nobody in the middle of the
Says
field.
both Chicago
Jump
and
cut
Detroit
here,
teams
and the
suck,
vision
so
by Journey Brown. Everything gets washed. Jump
SWL.
cut. No one's in the middle of the field. Safety's already down on the other side.
Pain.
And it's a foot race that Memphis is not going to win with Journey
Yeah,
Brown,
but,
as my
you know,
partner
at
just
least
mentioned.
Chicago Bears
got the
have
track
won the
speed,
NFC
not just the
North.
football speed. What a start here in the first half for Journey Brown.
The Detroit
There's
Lions
the
have
chain,
not
the Lawn
held
Boys
a
chain
home
that
playoff
the
game
running
at Ford
backs
Field and have
collectively as a
not
group wear after a touchdown.
won the NFC
Lawn
North.
Boys, as I explained, because they eat up and cut that grass.
We have been consistently
They were
trash
moving on that one.
since 1991.
All they saw was his shoe bottoms.
And then from 1991
And
to
with 5:51 to go in the first half, Dusty, you get the feeling now that this offense has found itself in a big way.
They're starting to establish a line of scrimmage and run the football, and they've really flexed their muscles and become a physically dominant team here in the first half.
It'll be first down and 10. And coming up on the Mazda
Marvin
halftime
Lewis
report,
is
an
the
in-depth
strong
look at today's
contender
college
for the
football
Redskins
playoff
job.
semifinals. Coming up right after this one, the
Says
Chick-fil-A
one Pride
Peach
Kenobi.
Bowl, LSU, Oklahoma. I know you think a lot of people are sleeping on the Sooners just a touch.
I just feel like most people think that they shouldn't even play the game, that LSU is going to win. I would say, as Lee Corso would say, not so fast. Jalen Hurts, Lincoln Riley, we're going to come to play here today in Atlanta.
Penn State on a 21-0 run on the jet sweep. This is Calvin Austin. Boy, he got drilled at the 28. Man, Keaton Ellis hit him at the 29, ended up landing at about the 26. Second down and 6 coming up.
That's true. Division wins aren't
White
really that
on the
important,
out,
though.
complete
What's
to
important
Coxey for the
is
first
getting
down.
that championship. I mean, but if you want to put yourself in better position to get a championship,
Want to stay
you
up
gotta
to
win
date?
that division.
Hey Siri, what bowl games are coming up?
Hey, ask Siri who's going to win those games.
Hey, Siri, who you got today?
White hit it into a nice window.
Oh, there's a fumble.
Was it caught in a fumble, or they're going to say that it was a fumble?
Okay, it looks like it's
The spot comes in
Memphis
afterwards,
ball.
and Memphis, Trice Daniel made the catch.
And how about Kenneth Gainwell? Johnny on the spot, comes flying in. Could have just been detrimental here in the first half if they don't retain possession.
you know, when you win the
There's
division,
one more
you
look,
at
Dusty.
least get one home playoff game.
Yeah, he had that ball. 2 hands on it, then it came loose.
Comes loose, and look at Kenneth Gainwell just stick his nose in there and find a way to come loose with the ball. Heads up play.
White to the edge, complete
Got
to
a first
Jones.
down, Memphis.
And Jones pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Quickly, partner, what does a score mean to Memphis right now?
Everything. They got to stop the bleeding. And as much as anything, keep that defense over there and allow them to rest. They've been on the field quite a bit in the second quarter. The momentum has completely shifted to Penn State. Very important that they cap off this drive with points.
White in the pocket, taking a shot deep.
Oh, got it. He caught it.
Coxey at the 2.
Coxey, oh my goodness, what a
They never
catch.
quit on it. First and goal. 41 yards on the catch and
An
throw.
absolute dime delivered there by Brady White. I mean, perfectly placed football for Coxey. Tight coverage on the edge. Safety's coming over the top. Ball was put in the only place his receiver could make a play on the football. Outstanding throw.
What's going on, Ramsey? It says
Feels like it's going to help save Memphis. Memphis taking their time as they get up to the line of scrimmage.
What a pass by White.
All right, Memphis called the timeout. That is their first.
Explosive plays on the season.
Watch this throw by Brady White. It's just going to be a go route the entire way. Under pressure.
Yeah, Daniel Joseph was right in his grill.
Safety couldn't quite get over the top, and I mean just an absolute beautiful pass. Concentration through the catch by Coxie as he gets hit by Brisker on the way down, completes the process of the catch. That's just beautiful offensive football right there. Excellent throw and catch by Brady White, DeMonte Coxie. And talking with Kevin Johns, he told us they've got a special relationship that they've developed over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and you know, Coxie had no offers going into his senior year in high school, went to a bunch of camps, showed well. LSU offered, he committed, then decommitted, tore his meniscus at track meet after his senior year. Memphis was the only one that stayed on him and stayed true and loyal. He decided to go to Memphis. Gainwell in the backfield on 1st and goal. Gainwell on the carry, and Micah Parsons pushed him out of bounds at about the 2.
Justin White, who gives a rip?
It almost feels like there's 4 Micah Parsons
the game.
out there on the field.
Those
can run, man.
He is ubiquitous.
Those retarded people, when they get what do you call it? Caught, they're gonna get a 90-day ban. Then guess what? They're going to probably do it again, and then they're going to get another 90 days, and then they're going to do it again, and then they're going to get kicked off of YouTube. And I'm going to sit there and laugh at them clowns. So who gives a rip about that? Sorry about that, Justin White. You are more than welcome to stay in the stream, but yeah, I don't give a rip about people that show the game. And plus, it's illegal, and I hope they get caught, and I hope they get locked up.
With a touchdown there.
I like the pass.
And then when they do, I'm going to go to their jail cell and laugh in their face.
Given 40, 50 pounds to Micah Parsons. Watch him get low in the hole. Dorcius gets a block.
But we got a Memphis touchdown.
Get low, finish off the run.
They definitely needed
in
that.
The end zone. I think they may want to take a look at this one.
Dorcius, you mentioned, delivered the key block there. Dorcius, a defensive lineman, lining up as a lead blocker on that play. And we're taking a look at this one.
Looked to me like
that angle is not going to give us a bunch of depth perception in terms of the goal line. This one a little bit better.
Good block by Dorsey is kicking out Parsons, and again the pad leverage of Gainwell getting underneath the safety, stretches the ball out. I think instead of guessing here, we'll bring in the expert.
Boy,
football is somewhere in here. Can't exactly tell, and that's
what's going on, Darnell.
Well, there must be indisputable video evidence to overturn the call on the field, which is a touchdown. Dave Kataya, what do you think?
Well, again, you said it, indisputable evidence. To me, it may be short, but I don't see it as 100% in my opinion. We'll see what replay says. It's close.
That it seemed like the Penn State defender's leg was in the way of getting a perfect shot of exactly where the ball was.
Here's the call. Malfunctioning
and we got a touchdown, Memphis.
The signal, it's a touchdown, Memphis.
Dusty's exactly what you said. No angle to get that
Justin,
ball
I'm sorry about blowing up like that. It's just people like that, they take away from, hard-working content creators that really put their grit, their grind,
the catch,
and to put together a nice product for you guys.
Put them,
and they don't even care about you guys.
First and goal inside the
they're just here to show you the game.
Delivered.
And you guys subscribe to those clowns.
Who responded
you don't even get to know the person. Like here, I try to build a community.
It might be getting away a little bit.
Tries to build a community.
Memphis, they counter with a big touchdown with 3:15
every single
to
one
go
of my
here
886 subscribers
to the delight
is family members.
Of their throng that have showed up in a big way here.
I might have not
AT&T
seen
Stadium.
you, known you, or anything, but when you hit that subscribe button,
if you notice,
and
it was
your notifications
or who's been out there the last couple of possessions
aren't private.
Cornerback, and it's not the
it shows
on
my screen that says
who's been locking down Coxie in those situations all day long.
Say Justin White.
We haven't seen John Reed here in the last couple possessions. They've got a true freshman.
That's that's what
Ellis,
it says on
that could
every
be something
to every
to watch
single
as this
person
game
because
progresses.
you become family.
Clearly, not having a fifth-year senior out there who's their best cover guy and having to insert a true freshman could be a matchup that Memphis.
Those clowns that show the game, they don't care about you.
This is a higher-scoring game than some of us thought it might be at this point. 48 already on the board with 3:15 to go here in the first half. It's the first ever meeting between these two schools. Ryan Silverfield in the biggest game in school history, a record 12 victories this year against just one defeat. That one defeat, a controversial ending against Temple.
Do you think about
and keep in mind, hey, Memphis, we haven't mentioned it much yet, but they're without one of their major weapons, Joey Magnifico, their tight end here today.
I think he'll be
infection in his knee, wasn't able to go, and a big part of not just catching the football, but in the blocking game as well.
Ramsey, I don't know, Antonio Brown, it's a touchy subject because, if he's found guilty in
now we take a look at this blimp-worthy play brought to you by Goodyear.
And
the physicality's been on display so
he could
far
be done
for Penn
after
State.
especially all the stuff that he
couple of stiff arms.
was doing.
Journey Brown not going to be denied.
But, I mean, if he can get signed by the Saints, I definitely got them winning the Super Bowl.
That run on Gonzalez.
All right, we got copywritten music, so I do have to mute it. Appreciate you guys for being patient. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio.
Played in the backfield on first down and 10. He takes the handoff in a burst up the middle.
Oh, my goodness.
Lacerate that defensive front all the way down to the 30-yard
They cannot stop
line.
the run. What is Memphis
Slade
doing?
With a big-time run.
Well, they go 4 deep in this running back room, and they like all
whoever
four
number
of their
3
backs.
is,
They feel
just
good about
gash
every
them
one
for
of
a
them.
huge
First time we've seen much of
run.
Ricky Slade. Quality cut.
Okay, Ricky Slade.
Speed in the open field.
44 yards.
Slade takes it again. This time picks up about 3 yards. Slade, actually, Dusty, was the original starter in week 1.
What's going on, Jaimo? Says
and here it is again.
Just kind of picks his way there.
Game.
Nice blocking up front. The Penn State offensive line really starting to settle in. Crease there, and Ricky Slade finds it and hits the accelerator.
Maybe he should be in prison with R. Kelly.
Clifford keeps it. And it's going to be about a 3rd down and 3 coming up. Brian Goodson making the tackle. Memphis trying to get a stop here defensively.
Urging the crowd right now to get into this and help them out.
It'll be Slade again, picks up the first down.
Slade gets the first.
Inside the 20-yard line down to the 18.
They are in the red zone.
It's interesting to hear Coach James Franklin
28-20.
talk about the unique nature
First and 10.
His team this year.
1:55 left in
really
the
together.
first half.
Great chemistry. Slade again inside the 15 to the 14. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, Dusty, Ryan Silverfield in his first appearance. What do you make of the way things have gone for his first appearance so far?
Well, he had him ready to play. They came out and put up 184 yards in the first half. And then here in the second quarter, Penn State offensively has really found a groove, especially on the ground.
Clifford keeps it. And they try to strip it away, but he's down first at the 12-yard line. 1:20 to go. Penn State with its full complement of 3 timeouts remaining. Memphis with 2. And the Nittany Lions are going to burn one here.
All right, Penn State takes a timeout. 1:20 left. Third and 4.
Sean Clifford. It has been a turbulent and tumultuous season at
Both
times
teams
for him.
now have 2 timeouts.
A big tipping
each.
point was that loss against Minnesota, Dusty.
Robin
and in the wake
Campbell,
of that loss, a lot of
that
controversy.
will never happen.
Death threats.
Ever happen on my
media.
channel. The game will never be
he
shown.
Took comfort in his teammates. Then the next
do
day
not
of
like
practice,
that?
It was amazing.
I'm sorry
to hear and
but
see.
that
how
will
he
never happen.
rallied
That is
his
illegal,
teammates
and you can get
and
jail time
got
for
them
that stuff,
back
and a
to the
huge
spirit
fine.
where they needed to be to finish
Plus, on
off
top
strong
of that,
this year.
YouTube will give you a
had a great
strike
game offensively
and be
against
banned for 90
Indiana.
days.
Sign of
And
a true
this is
leader.
what I do. I stream.
For any of
So
those people
showing
on
the
social
game and not
media
being able to
that want to come at a college kid
stream for
playing
90
the game
days,
not to the
that will
level
never
that they
happen.
feel he needs to be at. It's ridiculous.
That is why I bring
We
the
got
game
no place
audio
for
for
it,
you
so
folks. So
glad that Clifford was
we
able
can
to
have
respond
fun.
in the right way.
Yep. 3rd and 4. His game doing the talking, running it now. It is. He came loose. The ball came loose.
They ruling it dead. Might be a first down.
It for the Tigers, but the play blown dead. See where they spot this. Here's a good look at it.
Definitely down.
Yeah.
Knee down, elbow down.
Yep.
Ball comes out way late.
First down. The clock will start on my signal.
He's got some toughness to him, Jonesy.
Yes.
His ability to run the football. It's a part of this offense with the RPO, over 100 carries on the season. Not afraid to get those tough physical yards.
On the play fake into the end zone.
That will never happen. I just told you why.
Nick Bowers, the closest receiver, the backup tight end. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He loves his tight ends in the red zone. Between Bowers, Freiermuth, 10 touchdowns accounted for by these tight ends. When they get in this area, look for them to go
the next time anybody asks me show the game, they're getting
keep in mind Tyler
they're getting on timeout. I'm not playing it.
As the team's offensive coordinator today.
Well covered down the field by Memphis.
9th play of the drive coming up for Penn State. 1:04 to go in the first half. Clifford keeps it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal. J.J. Russell making the tackle.
Timeout.
Rather conservative call that time. And James Franklin pondering their next move. Oh, what kind of? Tell me about the mustache, bro. Tell me about the mustache.
What you talking about? You talking about Brady White?
Yeah, his mustache. He got a little shadow too. What's with the quarterbacks?
Oh, I mean, come on. Look at that. That's Raleigh finger style right there.
That's manicured.
That's fantastic.
You just don't wake up and get that kind of mustache. I mean that.
Oh no, you put some work and effort into that. Brady White rallying the troops over the side. I'm a little interesting to me that Penn State elected to use a timeout there. I'm surprised. Surprised they didn't take this down further. It actually helps Memphis because
there's 56 seconds
now they've
left.
got time left on the
goal.
clock. 2 timeouts. Depending on what happens here, potentially they could try to make a late strike.
Second quarter
here before halftime.
Penn State with 1 timeout left. Memphis with 2. 28-20.
Ricky Slade in the backfield.
Penn State with the ball.
He looks to his left, fires, Dotson.
Oh my goodness. Touchdown Penn State.
Tyler Bowen dials up.
What's going on, RC?
And the Nittany Lions with another score. For Dotson, that's his 5th touchdown receiving of the season.
Inside receiver screen. Watch the block by 87 Freiermuth. Locks in, and then he buries the Memphis defender in the end zone. Helps spring that Dotson touchdown.
GRIDIRON BLITZ with
excellent execution.
Oh my God.
You got to love the play call there by the tight ends coach, playing coordinator today, Tyler Bowen.
And Freiermuth, a couple of times today, has made Memphis feel him, like in a big way, physically. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Extra point good.
It is 35-20, 51 seconds left in the first half.
They've turned this into Happy Valley South. I don't see the Nittany line in anywhere. I don't see University Avenue anywhere, or some of the landmarks, but Coach James Franklin and his team feeling very much at home here in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. 55 combined points in the first half, a Cotton Bowl record. I was remarking just a moment ago that I'm not sure that many people expected this many points this early, Dusty.
Penn State's really found their rhythm. Memphis early on in this
Memphis
game
needs a touchdown in the next 51 seconds.
It seems like
they have 2 timeouts remaining.
Memphis had a
Penn
huge
State
chance with that previous touchdown, and Penn State goes right down the field and gets yet another touchdown before the end of this half. And I think it's their ability on the ground. 209 yards rushing here in the first half for Penn State that separated them.
And a little bit of smash ball. Antonio Gibson back deep for this kick for Memphis. Tigers with a record 12 wins this year and a lot of resolve. Gibson watches it go over his head. Bowl season. Okay, we got this one. We got the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl coming up next, and then more to follow. Dusty, when the dust settles, is it too early for me to ask you who's going to win this thing?
We got to keep them. We got to keep them. Drag them along a little bit. Look, I think both games are going to be a great game. I do think the best two teams are playing in Arizona today in the Fiesta Bowl. I think Clemson, Ohio State, most talented football teams. I'm going to say the winner of that's going to, in my opinion, go on and win the national title. But I really think Oklahoma is going to give LSU a heck of a ball game in Atlanta today.
Brady White slings it complete to Coatsy.
Coatsy with the first down.
Of 12. I like the fact that you hit on it earlier. We've seen guys like Yetur Gross-Matos, a guy with a lot at stake in his future, his NFL draft stock, actually playing, deciding to finish out with his teammates.
Coatsy again.
With another reception. And corralled at the 40-yard line.
And, I've come around. This is a business decision for these young men. If they opt and say, you know what, I don't want to play in the bowl game, I've done enough, I can respect that. But I'm sure going to praise the guys that want to finish their season the right way and go out and end their career with their teammates on the field of play. Big tip of the cap to Yetur Gross-Matos out here already with a sack in this first half.
That's a personal choice. That pass almost intercepted, was it? Incomplete. Micah Parsons with great dexterity.
3rd and 8
in his hands to almost come up with an interception there. I'm not sure you could have pulled this off as a defensive lineman, Dusty.
Oh, no chance.
It did bounce. Incomplete. Gave it a shot, though.
John Reed is back in the game up top and at cornerback. Referenced earlier, he was out of the game for a couple of possessions.
Empty formation. White stepping up, nowhere to go. Buying a little bit more time.
They got a first down.
Receiver.
Ball's out of bounds.
Gibson. And Gibson enough for the first round.
16 seconds remaining. 1st and 10.
Brady
Memphis
White
is driving it.
Cool, calm, collected. Nothing open initially. Buying himself time. He's under duress, but he doesn't panic. Keeps his eyes down the field, and it's a nice completion for a first down.
Has a 6th year of eligibility next year if he wants it. Going to ponder his future after this. That pass complete at about the 41-yard line. That was Coatsy again, his favorite target on the afternoon.
11 seconds.
Riley Patterson, the kicker, has made a 52-yarder this season, so they're getting closer and closer to his range. It actually hit 2 kicks this year at 52 yards, so not far out of the range of the kicker, Riley Patterson.
2nd and 3. They're going to move quickly here into a tight window. Caught miraculously by
field goal target line.
And with 6 seconds to go, they're going to burn one of their 2 remaining timeouts. You know what could have been for Memphis?
Go for one more
maybe
shot.
A perfect season, if not for one play, one very controversial call and ending in a game against Temple. This is what it looked like.
Ray Thompson says beer and football.
I'm going to try not to
Absolutely.
freak out too much.
Oh, I do have to mute this game audio real quick for copyrighted music. We will be back very, very shortly. Appreciate you guys' patience.
Remember what we said earlier on that play out of bounds? It's got to be 100%. In my mind, it's not 100%.
Oh, there is 8 seconds now left on the clock.
Magnifico, as we mentioned earlier, not playing in this game.
Riley Patterson is on the field, so they are looking
51 yards out. And Penn State is going to try and put him on ice. Timeout.
So let's go back to that, Dave, because, I mean, if the ruling on the field would have been incomplete, I could understand if they would have said, okay, we're going to stick with the call on the field because there's not a definitive look. But the fact that it was ruled a completion and there's no definitive look that the ball touches the ground, there is the bobble, but we never see ball touch ground. It just surprises me that they overturned the call on the field without what I would call a definitive look at.
Well, the rule is that the call in the field is assumed correct unless you have 100% video evidence that it isn't. Well, it's snapped.
Well, back to the field. They pulled the place kicker, Riley Patterson, off the field with 8 seconds to go. White completes it. Got to get out of bounds. Gainwell steps out of bounds.
All right, 3 seconds remaining.
Boy, they're cutting it close. 3 seconds to go, but they bought up a little bit more real estate there.
You know what? That's a big spot for Ryan Silverfield. He played it perfect. Right,
Memphis
he said,
calls
you know
the
what?
timeout.
We got 8
using
seconds
their
left.
last
I've got a timeout in my
no
pocket.
teams have any
Plus, I can
timeouts
get the
remaining.
ball out on the perimeter, maybe get out of bounds, give his kicker a little bit less distance on his field goal attempt. Well done by the, not first year, but first game head coach.
I'm going to
Ryan
do
Silverfield, trying to tack on a
LSU,
little bit of points
Oklahoma
before we hit the break.
After this
Now
game,
comes
and then I'm
first
going to
All
do
AAC
the Pistons
kicker.
at the
Riley
Spurs.
Patterson attempting this one from 44.
What's
He's
going
connected
on,
to
Mr.
48
Dope?
And 37 already. And a perfect
And
day
Memphis
for him so far.
scores a
He's
field
made his
goal. It
last
is
13 in a
23
row.
to
The
35.
margin
That is your
down to just 12
halftime.
now.
Hopefully Memphis can bring it together and make this a ball game, folks. Gridiron is doing Ohio and Clemson, absolutely. Peach Bowl, Oklahoma LSU, absolutely. I'll be doing that game. And then on Sunday, I got 3 NFL games on the list. Let me find out real quick which ones those are. All right, I'll be doing the Chargers and the Chiefs, followed by the Redskins and Cowboys, and to kick the night off with 49ers and Seahawks. I'm actually going to write that down so I can... So just a quick little recap for you. I'll be doing the LSU Oklahoma, followed by Pistons and Spurs. Then tomorrow is Chargers and Chiefs, Redskins and Cowboys, and 49ers and Seahawks. Absolutely, Spotlight Sports. Memphis defense do got to wake up. But I am going to take a quick halftime break. I will be in the chat. So if you want to chat with me, I will be chatting with you back via text. But I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick halftime break. All right, everyone, I am back. Yeah, Ryan Pace did mess up drafting Trubisky, but I don't know why he did it. You know, and then to move up to get him, I mean, it was just it was questionable all the way around. Uh, but I mean, you know, hopefully they get him get him something because he needs it. Maybe upgrade the tight end position, get another running back, some more wide receivers, and try to go from there. But Ryan Pace is gonna have to the Bears are gonna have to work that trade market and the free agency market with perfection. If the Bears will even think about going for a Super Bowl, I mean, anything can happen. That's the beauty about NFL off seasons. Oh yeah, and plus a kicker. But I don't know. I like Pinheiro. Pinheiro is actually you know is their best chance as of right now. Can we get Stafford? Hey, you guys got future first rounders? We'll take some future first rounders. Because that is our team. Matthew Stafford is our team. Yeah, I agree, Chris. How about a sixth rounder? Maybe you could put in your guys a sixth rounder from last year, or this past draft. Oh, hold on, real quick, you guys. I'm gonna grab something and a drink. I'll be back in the chat. All right, everyone, I am back. Chris, that is hilarious. The Gridiron Blitz says he needs some milk. Yeah. That hurt, Damien. But just a heads up, you guys. For the 23 that's in the chat, I'll be doing LSU and Oklahoma, followed by the Pistons and Spurs tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be doing the Chargers and Chiefs, Redskins and Cowboys, and 49ers and Seahawks. Then Monday, I'll be doing the Pistons and Jazz and possibly a bowl game. The double doink was the best thing I saw in 2018. Chris says, yeah, Trubisky scared me when they drafted him. I thought he was gonna sit 3 to 4 years to develop like Rodgers did from Green Bay. Yeah, but also, Aaron Rodgers had, Brett Favre. Trubisky had Jay Cutler. His skill set is a clone of Rodgers. And head coach Doug Marrone from the Jacksonville Jaguars will be coaching his last game tomorrow. He will not be back for the 2020 season. Hey, the Chiefs did a better double doink last week. But yeah, today and tomorrow I had 6 games on the docket. I am excited about those. We have the Memphis and Penn State that we're on right now, followed by LSU, Oklahoma, Pistons, and Spurs. Then Chargers, Chiefs, Redskins, Cowboys, and 49ers and Seahawks. I cannot wait, folks. Prediction, Trox, can Memphis get back in it? I think so, but they're gonna have to really, be able to stop the run, play solid defense. It starts with the defense side of the ball. Offensively, they gotta figure out a way to run the football. Figure out a way where you can run the football, open up your play action, open up your deep ball, and and hopefully special teams can step up and be able to get some momentum going. That's the biggest thing. They need to get momentum going. I mean, I do have Penn State winning this game, but I do, from what I've seen today, this is one of my first games watching Memphis. They have shown a lot. I think I'm going to start watching a little bit more Memphis football. Because I tell you what, they definitely, I think it's just this matchup. But overall, Memphis has shown up. I mean, for what it's worth right now, I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like it in the scoreboard and things like that, but they got some nice pieces. I need them to cover 7. And I will say I do like Brady White. Brady White is a solid quarterback. Aaron Rodgers on crack. Wow.
pressure, right? And one of those guys he's talking to is receiver Antonio Gibson. He actually went into the locker room before halftime, only had 3 touches on offense in the first half. You remember, he was the American Championship game MVP. Coach Silverfield told me he's fine, and they want to get him more touches, get him more involved in the second half.
I love that, Olivia. It's a great point. Antonio Gibson,
right.
they rode
Memphis
him down
is
the
set
stretch
to
of the
receive.
season. Got to get him touches, whether it's as a running back or receiver here at the remainder of this game.
The second half kick is up.
On the kick.
And a
First and 10
touchback.
for the Memphis Tigers and Brady White at quarterback.
Yeah,
This is a
Chris,
team
I
that
think
has a
that would
lot
be
of ordinary.
I think that would be a huge thing for Chicago is bring in Mike McCarthy.
His brother to the field each and every time, Gainwell taking his brother to the field each and every time he steps between the lines. On the pass out to the 28-yard line. You know, Gainwell has a brother that went to the University of Southern Mississippi.
We are 13 away from 900,
stroke.
Folks. I appreciate you
And
guys. Oh, I got
while he was lifting weights is when it happened.
Sorry about that,
He's
fellas.
been on the road to recovery over the last several
If
years,
there's any
and
ladies in the building,
his family means
sorry
everything
about
to
that
him.
as well.
His brother was hoping to walk on at University of Southern Mississippi. Won't be able to do that.
Oh, he got out the. Okay.
Here's White.
Just short.
In his own
Okay,
words,
that was a
here's what he
good
had to
run
say.
though.
It's just making me want to go hard.
All right, there's some copyright music. As soon as that is done, I'll be bringing back the game audio. All right,
Yeah,
we are
Right
back.
there. Plays for his brother, and we got a special relationship. And as you mentioned,
Hopefully the
there's no speedy
25 of you
recovery
guys
for
can
him.
get those thumbs up. Appreciate it.
Third down and 3. First drive of the third quarter.
Oh, got a first down.
On the quick slant to
Coxie.
DeMonte Coxie. Picks up 11 yards. And a good start here on this opening drive of the second half.
I like the poise of Brady White in the pocket. Watch Gross Matos. He's going to come off the edge here. He's going to be a free hitter. Brady White just doesn't even bother with it. Knows he's got the slant inside. Finds his target, Coxie.
You know what,
doesn't
if-
worry about the rush. Picks up a big first down.
Empty formation. 4
Late in the
receivers out
draft.
to the top of your screen.
Or
Right, looking that
undrafted
way.
free agency. If Coxie can be there,
Completes the pass.
I wouldn't mind
To
Detroit
midfield. It's
to
Gainwell still on his feet.
take a look at him.
Still on the move, and Gainwell spins down to
Ooh,
the
big
26
time
yard
game
line.
for Gainwell.
That one's for you, big brother. 30 yards.
Versatility, such a good pass catcher out of the backfield, all alone in the flats, and you get this guy in the open field, he's going to make you miss. Big time play here coming out of the half for Kenneth Gainwell.
That one was for his brother, Curtis Gainwell. First down and 10 from the 26. On the reverse, and the throw, White open.
Oh my goodness, got a first down.
White lunging.
Might be a touchdown.
Just short of the end
Okay,
zone.
down at the 1 yard line.
With the pass to the
Memphis in
quarterback. How
scoring
do you like me
range.
now?
Down
Kevin
at
Jones,
the 1
offensive
yard line,
coordinator.
first and
He's leaving it
goal.
all on the field. Little reverse pass throwback.
What's
to
going
Brady
on,
White,
Brendan Wallace?
who
How's it
sneaks
going,
out
brother?
In the flats, nobody's there. Gets tripped up prior to the end zone. What a start for Memphis coming out of the half.
You talked about how
Hey,
important
Brendan
that
Wallace, I
misdirection
appreciate
was going
what
to be
you did
against this Penn
yesterday. You
State
know what?
defense. Dorsey is in the backfield
You know
now.
how I
The
like
lead
my
blocker
rules
as
and
they
stuff
line
like
up out of
that.
the eye.
Welcome to the Mod Squad.
White keeps, and Dorsey is with a push from behind. Signal, not yet. Touchdown.
All right, we got a touchdown,
Tigers
Memphis.
punch it in.
We got a ball game, folks.
Brady White with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season and the 5th of his career.
Damian says, "Man, I would rather have a
And
Bears
Silverfield
rebuild
had that Penn
than
State
to have a
defense
cheesehead
on its heels
on the Bears
during that opening drive here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Brendan, you know I like a clean chat.
Patterson
no,
in for the extra point.
No racism, no...
Hey, we told you a moment ago, this is a team that
all
is
right,
very
it's 30 to
combustible
35. Kick was
offensively.
good. 12-16 left in the
And
third.
Brent Pry trying to get his troops
You know,
together
clean chat, no
defensively to
racism,
regroup.
bullying.
I don't know what Ryan Silverfield
like
said
that,
at halftime, but they've come out inspired.
You know,
sweep, we'll toss it back.
So as long as you guys can keep it
Jones
like that,
is going to find a wide open Brady White misdirection. Penn State never saw it. And then Brady White caps it off.
G-Man 409
with a sneak for a touchdown.
Do the same things.
Could not have scripted a better start to this second half.
Keep it respectful.
For the Memphis Tigers.
No cursing allowed on the channel. And, no bullying, no racism.
They turned their quarterback
and things like that. I'll give you a wrench as well.
Be careful now.
YouTube doesn't, what do you call it?
Easy Brady.
Give people that come into, people's stream anything. So, at least you can get a moderator tag to help out.
That's regained its footing.
So G-Man 409, if you can do that, let me know. And I can give you a wrench.
Forgot I didn't have my helmet on.
Brady White had thrown 33 touchdowns coming into the game this afternoon. They're still yet to decide whether he'll come back for his 6th and final year.
Hey, you know what? I like
Clinton
Dix, though. I mean,
because as I mentioned earlier, back at Arizona State, he
badly
missed
by
most of the 2016 season and all of the 2017 season.
But I like how
with a foot injury.
I think he needs to be more of a safety than a corner, though.
First and 10 for the Nittany Lions. There's a very special indigenous quality and characteristic about folks from Memphis. If you've ever been there, folks, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Ryan Silverfield talked about this and told us about the T-shirt that he wears from time to time. Memphis.
I will say I do like
everybody.
Memphis head coach. Memphis
Basically,
head coach,
it's us against the
got
world. His
that
message to his team
together.
Yesterday, what we have in this room is all that matters. Nothing
on
else
the
matters. They
circuit,
showed up here to start this second half.
If they can come back and win this game, we'll do wonders for their recruits.
Pass incomplete, not even close. Good heat up front from O'Brien Goodson. He was right in the grill of quarterback Sean Clifford.
And Clifford took a shot, working that right shoulder. Excellent inside pressure. The junior defensive tackle Goodson up the field and slams Clifford to the turf.
2nd and 10. Clifford got it off in time.
Intercepted
by Austin Hall.
Memphis with the interception. Woo, we got ourselves a ball game, folks. Let's go. What's up, MonStar Sports and Entertainment? That is our newest member of TSMN Entertainment. Definitely go ahead and subscribe over there.
Wow, what a play by Austin Hall, the 5th-year senior, former walk-on. Watch him right here. He's going to read the quarterback's eyes. He knows they're going to KJ Hamler, undercuts the route, and a huge interception.
So
G-Man 409, football back in great territory. They are going to take a look at this and confirm that it was a catch.
That's the first turnover of the game if it stands. And a dejected quarterback on the sideline, Sean Clifford.
That's just a smart football play by Austin Hall, the Memphis Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep, that is a clean interception.
That looks like an interception.
That definitely looks like an interception to me, Dave Kataya.
Dave Kataya, what do you think?
Well, the two angles we've seen so far, I don't see anything that tells me that ball hit the ground. Here's another angle. Let's take a look at this and see what happens. Hands are under the ball right now. Let's see if the ball moves at all, hits the ground.
That's what's up, MonStar.
Right there. This is a catch.
I appreciate that, David Chris Jr. Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP.
First down.
Dave Kataya, your brethren, confirming that.
And it is a interception.
And Memphis
in ball.
Great striking territory.
What's going on,
29
Sean McCracken?
James Franklin.
Tigers.
A little bit rattled here coming out of the second half. And with Ryan Silverfield, his first game as a head coach, must have been quite the halftime speech, Jonesy, because this Tiger team has come out on fire.
Olivia said earlier that he told his team, I need passion, but it needs to be controlled. Patrick Taylor in the backfield. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And this time, White brought down back near the 40.
Appreciate that, G-Man.
Mustafa with the sack
hit that
time.
thumbs up.
Not many options on that play for Brady White.
Well, P.J. Mustafa comes through clean, almost unblocked. Brady White, nowhere to go with the football, kind of takes the sack there Nice play by the big defensive tackle to slow Memphis's roll here.
Loss of 9 on the play. Right on the
Got a shuffle pass.
That's going to be number 14, Antonio Gibson. Guy that was key in their last couple of games. He picks up 10. So it'll be 3rd down, about 9 to go. Brown making the tackle.
I love this play. Roll to the right, get full flow that way by the defense, and then slip Gibson in underneath, and a little shovel pass. Get their playmakers touches in unique, different ways. We continue to see it, and that's Antonio Gibson getting a much-needed touch here in the second half.
Okay, a little movement on the offensive line on that right tackle spot.
All right, looks like
it
it's
was
false
easy.
start.
Windsor might have jumped first. We'll see.
It's false start.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Well, being easy, the perpetrator.
Well, I can tell you it ain't easy when you're going against this defensive line.
Yeah.
And you're so mindful and thinking about
Leno
the speed
Jr.
they
and
have
Kyle
off
Long
the edge.
for
Right? You want to
Stafford.
give yourself 3rd and 9 situation. You know, defensive end, he's thinking, I'm coming to get the quarterback. I'm going to get that big first step. So that offensive tackle, now all of a sudden, he's trying to get, trying to beat that snap, time it up perfect, so he can give himself an opportunity against a bad man like that, Yetur Gross-Matos.
At one time, he was actually offered by Alabama during his recruitment. You see that club on his left hand. 3rd and 14. They're going to get to the 19-yard line. Play clock down to 7. Empty formation, 5 receivers. White down the sideline. Coatsy won't even have a shot. Well defended by John Reed, who has been
14.
staunch today. Back to Gross-Matos and that injured left hand that he's been playing with for several weeks now. Doesn't seem to be impacting him negatively on the field, Dusty.
No, especially with his pass rush. And hey, man, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to play. And this guy plays with unbelievable effort, high motor. And that's excellent job down the field again by 29 John Reed, man-to-man coverage with Coatsy.
This is from 51.
And it is good.
And it's a 2-point game. That is a good.
We got a 2-point game. 10-24 left in the 3rd. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. Hey, I appreciate that, Sean McCracken. Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP. Just a heads up, I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials as soon as they come back and the game is resumed. I do resume the game audio. I appreciate you guys for being patient. We got 66 in the building. I appreciate you guys. Let's get those thumbs up. Who's your favorite person on Michigan's team this year? Are you talking about Michigan Wolverines? Appreciate that, Spotlight Sports. Sean Renner, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming out. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Says Go Tigers. Man, it's rough because, my Michigan team is not that good. It's going to show trust and believe. It's going to show against Alabama. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to Spotlight Sports Talk. Brings you raw and uncut and great content over there. He's definitely one of my boys, so, go ahead and subscribe over there. Quick 10 points coming out the half. Absolutely. RIP Iowa State. Hey, at least Brennan, at least Michigan State though. What do you call it? Came out in
Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce, former
Hey,
Memphis Tiger.
Isaac Bruce.
Now, watching this Tiger team develop, grow, build
Greatest
in the
show
last
on
5
turf.
years or
Well,
so, and
part
now
2.
playing in a New Year's Six game, what's that like to watch as an alum?
Well, it's special. It gives myself and along with my former player teammates an opportunity to be on a stage like this. It's a phenomenal event, a great game, and hopefully we can pull it off.
You're one of 3 Memphis receivers to eclipse 1,000 yards in the season. One of them is on this field. DeMonte Coxey tonight, already with 100. What do you like about his game?
Well, he's been a big playmaker for us all year long. I mean, he's big, he's athletic, can run. He attacks the football in the air, and I think he has a chance on the next level.
Isaac, you did something really cool this week. You gave 3 tickets away to the Memphis Boys and Girls Club for their family, for their flights and the hotel stay. Why is that so important for you to involve local kids in this big experience?
I think it's important in our culture, what we do with our tithe that we put away every 3rd year. So I want to be a blessing, be a beacon of light to the younger kids, and plus I'm a Boys and Girls Club alum, so I want to just reach out and bless someone for during these holidays.
Incredible story, incredible message. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Back to you, Mark.
Awesome work there by Isaac Bruce, being a blessing to so many different people. On the cutback, this is Journey Brown. Ends up about 2 yards shy of the first down. Greatest show on turf. Isaac Bruce, man.
Him that and Torrey is part 2, not the first.
Absolutely roll. Well done
the
Olivia.
original greatest show on turf was
cool with
Barry Sanders
Miller, second-round pick
in 1991. Just so people know that history.
A tackle across midfield, all the way down to the 45-yard line. Penn State moving quickly here.
It's just a simple inside zone. They're getting so much wash. The cutback is right there. And the vision of Journey Brown and explosiveness. A couple of quality runs.
Quick 20 yards for Journey Brown. And this time he's going to be sacked.
And we got a sack.
Sean Clifford fumbled it.
All right.
But Penn State got it back. Morris Joseph made the tackle and subsequently caused the fumble on the play. So they're going to move the ball all the way back to Penn State's side of midfield at the 49.
See him right here working. Other side,
and
swims inside the guard,
perfect,
74.
He's
able to beat Steven Gonzalez with an inside
It is never
move.
how you start,
Excellent
it's how you finish a game.
Morris Joseph
did not get off before the snap. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
It was a nice pass rush, but it was all for naught.
How about that?
An illegal substitution for Memphis.
That's part of Penn State's plan, though, right?
Yep. To
go fast. They're going at warp speed right now, and Memphis trying to get a substitution in and didn't do it quick enough.
First and 5.
Between the tackles
first
again,
down.
This is Noah Kane. They continue to really lacerate that defensive front. Mark Jones chopping it up with Dusty Dvorak, Olivia Decker down on the field. And this is the 84th edition of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. First ever meeting between Penn State and Memphis. Penn State with a tenuous lead and a determined run by Noah Kane.
Looks like they got another first down.
Runner. You could feel it up here in the booth, Dusty.
I mean, let's go ahead and listen in and feel it for ourselves.
Penn State trying to drive.
You better wrap up when you come to tackle Noah Kane. A tough running back to tackle, a true freshman.
Gets it again here. Kane picks up about 4 more.
2nd and 6.
They continue to just roll up their sleeves and pound away. We'll have a special Sunday night NBA matchup for you right here on ESPN in the app. KP Porzingis and your Mavericks. Just coming off that loss, Christmas Day against the Clippers,
and we got a sack.
Clifford sacked back at the 18-yard line on the play by Everett Cunningham. So you think your Mavs are actually going to top 4 seed in the West?
I hope so. You tell me, you're Mr. NBA.
No, you're the Mavericks guy, though.
I do follow the NBA. I do streams for the NBA and for college basketball as well as college football and NFL.
Setting up 3rd and long here.
So if you enjoy anything football and basketball, definitely click that subscribe button, smash that notification bell.
See if he can get some pressure at a big 3rd down.
They got to go down to the 7-yard line.
Oh, there's a hold.
Into the end zone, in coverage, contact, flag,
They're going to call probably pass
Amor.
interference when there was a hold.
And that's going to be a hold on Fries as well.
It's the exact matchup that I talked about. Bryce Huff.
2 fouls on the play.
3 fouls.
Holding offense number 71.
Okay.
Pass interference defense number 32. Those fouls will offset. We'll replay third down.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay, that
was the exact matchup I talked about. 71, Will Fries. And one thing he doesn't do, he doesn't bend his knees and deal with somebody who can really dip the edge, and that's what Bryce Huff does. That
Tigers
was the hold there.
is rolling.
And then clearly it looks
Sean
like
McCracken.
pass interference by Jacoby Francis. Gets there early. Did you see here? Grabs him, wraps him up. Would have been an easy sack. And now we'll do it over on third down.
3rd and 10. On the out, complete.
Got a first down.
The ball came loose, but George was down first at the 1-yard line, and there's another piece of linen down on the field.
Penn State at the 1, but that's pending on the flag. There is a flag on the move.
71 offense.
Oh, that play gets moved back 5 yards.
Third down.
See, when you beat an offensive tackle with
Will
speed, you
Fries.
can counter and come back inside. Bryce Huff is putting on a show here with his pass rush ability. Watch him work off the edge. Come here. He's going to come back inside.
RC.
Gets that tackle
What's
to
going on,
overcommit. And Will
Charles
Fries
Hall?
has nothing he can do but hold on to prevent the sack.
Had a whole bunch of jersey. I want to ask you about that
3rd
knee
and
bend,
20.
or lack thereof by Will Fries. He's been central in the last couple of plays. Clifford gets it off.
Oh, incomplete.
Memphis bringing that heat right now. Big
It is
hit by
4th
Tim
and
Hart.
20. 7:18 left in the
Man.
3rd. It's a
Oh, stop
2-point
it.
game.
Wow, that drive
Penn
just
State going to
stalled out on
elect
Penn
to
State
kick the
runner right
field goal.
down Memphis's throat. Try to get the screen out there. Ooh.
Hamler took a hit. He got rocked. And now they're going to try a field goal from 45 yards out. This Memphis team playing inspired here in the early part of the 3rd quarter. Pinniger in to attempt this field goal. He's 10 of 11 on the season.
45-yard
from
attempt.
45.
The kick is up. And
he
the
makes
kick
it.
is good.
Jake Pinniger knocks it through to make it a 5-point Nittany line lead.
All right, I do got to mute the game audio for copywritten music and for commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. I appreciate you guys for being patient. While we have this time, after this stream, I'll be doing the LSU Oklahoma, followed by the Spurs and the Pistons. Then tomorrow we have the Chargers and Chiefs, Redskins and Cowboys, and 49ers and Seahawks. Then on Monday, we have the Pistons and Jazz, and I'll look through the bowl games that are going to be played on Monday, and I'll try to do a bowl game for you guys as well. Brennan Wallace says, wow, Penn is not playing like themselves. Charles Hall says, start with a thumbs up. Appreciate that, Charles. Sean McCracken says, LOL, I meant after they gave up 35 points. I will be incorporating some more college basketball in the schedule, though. And I will be your go-to spot for March Madness. We are going to do every single game in March Madness that is humanly possible. Brendan Wallace says, let's go. Yeah, I will only have 3 weeks off from doing anything. And like right after the NBA draft, I'll be taking 3 weeks off. And after that, we're back to preseason football.
No. No? Not even high school, little league, nothing? Come off the... No?
I mean, look, I'm not trying to get flagged and get yelled at. You know what I mean? I do that enough within the course of the game.
Okay.
How about this game we have on our hands so far? Man.
Down to a tenuous 5-point advantage for Penn State.
Really? See, that's the one thing I don't like about college, though. Is how they just come back, do a kick, and then go back to a commercial. Like, just do the kick and then go to one commercial. RC says, Trox, when you switch to the Peach, do you open another stream or continue this? I will end this stream, and then I will be starting a new stream. So definitely click that notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified when I do go live. And usually I will not go over 3 live streams in a single day. But on average, I will probably do about 1 stream a day. Brennan Wallace says, I hate ads. Absolutely, I do too. Logan Schultz, what is going on? Appreciate you for coming out. Says, Memphis is better. Logan, hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. Memphis is a flash in a pan. I got marooned there. Truth Lock, what is going on? Appreciate you for coming out. Says Penitentiary State will cover. Brandon Wallace says we need 10 more subscribers to reach 900. I appreciate that. Charles Hall meant to say married. Close enough. What's up? Yeah, I try to keep a clean chat. I knew exactly what you said. But what's going on, Truth Lock? Oh, absolutely. Anytime. This is what I do. I try to build a great community. Everyone who hits that sub button becomes family. You know, we have fun during these games. I have done it all year long. We will be incorporating more college football and college basketball moving forward on this channel. And I'll be your home for March Madness. Oh, we got the game back on.
With the Minnesota Vikings, amongst others. Antonio
Gibson with the first down.
Still on his feet.
Gained about another 4 more yards after that first. I like that second effort
by Gibson for 14 yards.
Listen, JUCO running back Antonio Gibson played receiver.
I'm not going to lie, I did go for Penn State to win this game, but I am loving what I'm seeing by
guys just bounce off
Memphis.
As you saw there in the nice pickup.
They came out in the second half and said, you will not beat us.
Close to that first down marker.
And it looks like they might have got that first,
school.
if not be second and 1.
Got a 3rd, 4th round maybe evaluation from the NFL's advisory board last year. Wanted to come back this year and finish things out with his teammates, and he's playing in this bowl game. It didn't quite work out for him because of that injury that forced him to miss 8 games. But he's healthy now. That pass incomplete. A flag thrown on the play.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
For Jones. John Reed, the DB, in coverage.
Reed's pleading his case.
I will say I do like Reed off of Penn State.
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 45 offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
All right, so we
Back
got
to your
first
point
and
on
15.
On Patrick Taylor. You know, what I think is really cool, like you said, he came back for a big senior year. He was finally going to be the guy. They had the likes of Darrell Henderson, Tony Pollard. He waited his turn, though he was still a 1,000-yard rusher. But this was his year. Has the foot injury, misses 8 games, but he was right there helping Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah. Right there being a leader and still being a part of this team.
Sometimes the great karma you create as being a great teammate comes back for you and works for you.
Oh, we got a big catch.
Gainwell, the guy that emerged after Taylor's early season injury. Hey, the college football playoff semifinals today on ESPN and the app. Heisman winner Joe Burrow, #1 LSU, taking on #4 Oklahoma in the
I'll be doing the 4 o'clock LSU Oklahoma Chick-fil-A Bowl. Then after that, the Gridiron Blitz will be doing Ohio State and Clemson. His link is in my description below. And then I'll be doing the Pistons and Spurs.
Wildcat, that's going to be Gainwell plowing his way forward, letting him know it's a first down, Dusty.
Showcasing versatility. He's a receiver the last play on a deep out. Now he's a Wildcat quarterback, and he runs a counter right between the tackles. The way they utilize and get creative to get Kenneth Gainwell different touches all over the field is just remarkable. Well done by Kevin Johns, the offensive coordinator.
10-yard gain on the play.
Now he's up in the slot.
White out of the shotgun. Slings it complete. About a yard shy of the first down. Gainwell again, you know, interesting recruiting story with Gainwell.
Yard short.
He had committed to Memphis, and then his main recruiter, Coach Dan Lanning, left for Georgia. But Gainwell remained resolved and resolute to come to Memphis and make his mark, and he's certainly done that. And it would have been easy to open up his recruitment again. They run the ball to Gainwell.
No gain.
He's going to end up about a yard short. What's the expectation for him, do you think, next year when you look at Taylor not being there?
I think he's going to continue to do what he does. Again, this offense, and with Tony Pollard, they did similar things. Line him up all over the field, utilize his skill set, and when you have a guy like Kenneth Gainwell who's got such an array of qualities, you can get creative and find different ways to utilize him. So I'd expect more of the same. He's gone over 2,000 yards on the season, and a big third down here, and he's on the sideline.
They bring in their big back, Patrick Taylor. He gets the toss. Got Dorcius ahead of him.
Got the first down.
And a group of blockers to pick up the first down. They move the chains with 4:19 to go in the third quarter. And with a touchdown perhaps on this drive, would be able to take the lead.
Isn't that the definition of great compliments? A 1-2 punch. But, you know, thunder, lightning. You got Gainwell going to make you miss. Got the quicks. And then you put in the 6'3", 230-pound NFL-style running back to get you the tough, hard-nosed yards you need. And now Taylor back in at Wildcat.
Gainwell getting a breather. Taylor going to take it around the left end. Going to throw it with his... on the move. And Jones was the intended receiver, incomplete. So that pass incomplete. Patrick Taylor, you know, in all the film, I'll be honest, and we've watched a lot, I haven't seen that. Coaches didn't.
He threw it a little bit. Got that lefty little wing. But that's the thing, is that you run this Wildcat so much, it's a nice little wrinkle, right? Because now the defense is playing you that they're thinking it's all run. All of a sudden somebody could sneak out. Maybe they come back to it.
More empty formation here. Coaxley split to the bottom of your screen. Taylor in motion. Now sets. Downfield, incomplete. Tried the back shoulder fade to Coaxley, who was being covered by Keaton Ellis. And we're looking at a 3rd down and 10 coming up.
And that's one of his favorite routes. Coaxley's so good at that back shoulder,
down.
Adjusting to the football. Some misfire there by
Can
Brady
Memphis
White.
get
Wanted
the
to get
first?
the ball out quick, negate the pass rush.
They keep this
Wasn't
drive
quite able
alive.
to locate his favorite target, Coaxley, on the near side.
Here we go, 3rd down and 10.
Brady White is 4 for 8 for 88 yards
Pass
and
rush
4
package.
first
Parsons
downs.
hit it D and Gross Matos sent over the guard. Speed package. Keep an eye on number 11. They're coming. Didn't get to him.
Tip pass.
And incomplete.
Incomplete.
Batted by Shaka Tony, number 18. Got
4th
those
and
hands
10.
high up in the air, Dusty. And it brings up a 4th and 10. Good play.
The Shaka Tony's just going to drop out. Okay, zone blitz. They're going to bring the backer, drop the defensive end, drops right over the quarterback, gets in his vision, and as you mentioned, gets his hand in the way. Excellent pass deflection.
Or whatever his
Brent
name
Pry
is.
bring a little
If he would
zone
have dropped
pressure
them
there.
hips, he would have had.
Tony haven't called his name very much
had
today,
better
but
leverage.
big play there on 3rd and long.
Could have
Patterson's
probably
made
got a
field goals
sack
from
on that
48,
play.
37, 44, and 51 today, which was a goal record.
The kick
this
is up.
from 41, and that's his
And the kick is good.
which is a bowl
36,
record 5
38,
total.
320, or
They
332
inch a little bit closer
left in the third.
For Ryan Silverfield.
All right. And I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials as soon as the game resumes. I do resume the audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. We got 106 in the building. I appreciate you guys. Let's get those thumbs up. There is the Gridiron Blitz. He will be doing Ohio State Clemson. I'll be doing LSU Oklahoma, as well as he will as well. And then I'll be doing a nightcap of the Pistons and the Spurs to end tonight. And then tomorrow, I'll be doing the Chargers, Chiefs, Redskins and Cowboys, 49ers and Seahawks. Then on Monday will be the Pistons and the Jazz. And I'll try to look through the bowl games and do a bowl game for you guys as well. Sorry about that. Sean McCracken says, right, we need a touchdown on this drive. Brendan Wallace says, come on, Tigers, we need a touchdown. RC says, Brendan Wallace says, what's your least favorite college team? OSU. I am a what do you call it? Michigan Wolverine fan. So that was a no-brainer. But I do wish them luck tonight. You know, they got a good matchup with Clemson. But I do have Clemson winning that game. And I got them winning it by 3. Bama Bruce, what's going on? Says China sellouts. NBA. Billy says, I'm enjoying my football broadcast and looking at the basketball game. That's what's up. Appreciate you for being here, man. Memphis is wearing that Penn D out. They all have hands on hips already. I'll tell you what, this is a great second half. Whatever was said in that locker room, Memphis took it serious. Cindy Somerville, what is going on? Appreciate you for rocking with me. Says, go Tigers, go.
Passionate fans can cheer on
Jeffrey
their
Russell
team.
says, come on, Penn State. You're making
Here
the Big Ten look
University
bad.
Park, Penn State,
West Branch
and
Ball
all the
says
way
Notre
down
Dame
to
30,
Beale
Iowa
Street.
State 9.
At the Blues City
Darnell
Cafe.
says, come back, Memphis.
They're making a little bit of noise down
West
there,
Branch
Memphis.
Ball says, Detroit Tigers.
Their team down just 2 right now.
All right, we are back with the game audio, folks.
And Penn State going to take the touchback.
You mentioned Bill Street. What a scene that
Oh,
was.
yeah,
for
Brendan
College
Wallace.
Game
I
Day.
definitely want to hear
To
what
get a
they
chance
had to
go
say
an
in
American
that
school,
locker room at
put Bill
halftime.
Street, Memphis on display, showcase the city, the passionate fan base.
Whatever was said,
That was a
Memphis
fantastic college
took
game.
it to heart.
And you think about what it took for the Tigers to get there, too. That tipping point, that escape against Tulsa on a last-second field goal that went awry for Tulsa. They They survived that, Memphis did, and
I hope all
the rest is
81
kind
of
of
you
history
that's
for
in the
Memphis.
chat
12 wins,
has had a
school record.
great and very Merry Christmas.
Game day down on Beale Street. This is Journey Brown.
Journey Brown again with a big gain. He's still on his feet. Ball at the 31-yard line.
They just gashed that front again. Ripped it wide open.
Jeffrey Russell
Journey
Jr. says go
Brown.
Bucks.
I mean, watch the explosiveness through the hole. Big hole opens up
Cindy
off the right
says
side.
Memphis is
That's
pumped.
the center,
We do
Michael
not
Minnick.
make it to the
69, the
bowl
right
games
guard.
usually.
C.J.
Well,
Thorpe,
it's
huge
the
hole,
talk
and the
of the town. That's
acceleration
what's
and
up.
burst there from Journey Brown.
44 yards on that previous run. This one goes for 3. But they have gotten big chunks against that Memphis front. There have been on several occasions yawning holes where the running back, this time Journey Brown, other times no
Appreciate
gain.
that, Ray Lewis. Welcome
Going
to
through
the
almost
family. You're
untouched.
definitely an MVP.
Second
And according to NFL history, Hall of Famer.
Sean Clifford out of the shotgun. Pass dropped by Daniel George.
George started to run before he caught the football. Far sideline, he was turning upfield, trying to get yards after the catch instead of doing his first job, securing the catch. Sets up a 3rd and long, going quick.
3rd and 7.
They got to get to the 21-yard line. Journey Brown in the backfield.
2:37 left in the
at the
3rd.
bottom of your screen.
Sean Clifford is 1 for 3 on 3rd downs, 1 touchdown, 4 yards.
That's Journey Brown.
Journey
out of the
Brown.
backfield. Got a block.
Oh, a yard short
of the 1st down. Got a good block by Hamler.
It's 4th
An
and
even
1.
better tackle by J.J. Russell defensively for the
Frederick Martin,
Tigers.
what is going
4th
on?
and short.
Appreciate you for
The
rocking with
offense
me.
on the field.
Says,
They're going to go for
With
it.
the way
Let's
they've run the
stay-
football, it's got to go
Got
to
it.
Journey Brown.
11-16.
What's
on
going
4th
on,
down so far
Dwayne?
this
How's
year.
it going, brother? Frederick Martin says Penn State got
Clifford
this.
hands it off. Not sure they're going to make it.
And
The
they do
Tigers
not get it.
run. The big
Turnover
defensive
on
play
downs,
from
Memphis with the ball.
A helpless look etched across the countenance of James Franklin. Helpless. His team coming up short there, it looked like.
Well, Penn State's offensive line has been whipping Memphis up front in the run game. Not this time. Look at the penetration up front by Goodson. He starts to pile, and then it's 10. Morris Joseph gets off the block. Nowhere for Journey Brown to go. They needed a stop, and man,
Jeffrey
did they
Russell
get a
Jr.
key stop on 4th and short. James Franklin not happy with his offensive line's inability to get any push and get that 1st down.
From the 21. 1st and 10 for Brady White.
Gibson in the backfield with Gainwell.
Motion Gibson out. And handed off to Gainwell with nowhere to go. He's going to lose
Tackle
about 3 or
for
4 yards.
loss.
Antonio Shelton making the tackle. Remember coming into this ball game that all of the Memphis coaches knew the stat that Penn State gives up 2.8 yards per rush, which is the best in the nation. How gaudy a number is that, Dusty?
It's gaudy, and they actually hold them under that so far here today.
White completes it out to the 23. That's Gainwell.
All right, Gainwell
Working it against
second
Trent
and
Gordon.
3rd down.
Clock running with 1:05 to go.
Big
3rd and 8, 104 left in the 3rd
fresh
quarter.
defensive line. It's one thing Penn State loves to do, rotate defensive linemen. It's a great line from Brent Pry. He said, we rotate to keep fresh bodies, keep the pedal on the offensive line for 4 quarters.
I see Gross Matos lining up right over the center there, Dusty. Carson's also on the field. They blitz right.
Oh my goodness! An pick 6. Penn State with a pick 6. 38 seconds left in the 3rd.
Taylor off the fumble caused.
Oh
by
my
Michael Parsons.
goodness!
Ridiculous.
44 to 36.
I told you from the onset, and I told you guys the last few days, next year will be the best defensive player in college football. And he has put on a show so far here today. 3rd and long situation. Brent Pry dials up a blitz. Nobody accounts for Micah Parsons. He doesn't just get there to get the sack. Sack fumble. Garrett Taylor in perfect position. And a Penn State defensive touchdown. Exactly what they needed.
An
And
incredible
the extra point is good. It is 45-36, 38 seconds left in the
there's
third.
The catalyst right there, number 11.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts.
On Brady White.
What's a crossfire stunt? We're going to watch right here. He's going to come here. He's going to come here. Jan Johnson goes one way. Parsons comes the other. It opens right up. No one accounts for him. You see the closing speed. The right arm comes up as he gets the football out. And Garrett Taylor says,
appreciate that, Nate Harrison. Welcome
much.
to the family.
What a
You're definitely
play.
an MVP. Appreciate you.
Parsons, see number 11? You need to move over on that man crush and make some room for me. He's pretty good.
Hey, you guys been making fun of me the last couple of days. Start watching tape, and I fall in love with players. This guy is
All-American for a reason, folks.
real deal.
First sophomore to make it All-American since LeVar Arrington. He of the same number, 11. And that'll make your defensive coordinator really happy. Brent Pry right there with big smiles after that play. Still just a 9-point game, though.
Gridiron Blitz
38
says,
seconds to go
why
in the third
alert?
quarter.
You can subscribe. Appreciate that, Gridiron. He will be doing the OSU
First and 10 for the Tigers. Well, wildcard weekend begins
Clemson
January
game.
4th.
And we will both be doing
broadcast our game
LSU Oklahoma.
simultaneously.
Now kick the night off
ABC for the
with
fifth straight
Pistons
year.
and Spurs.
For the matchup.
Oh. That is my brother, also a member of the Sports Movement Network.
Crazy part, he's still learning everything, right? This guy was a defensive end and a running back in high school. He's still learning how to play second-level linebacker, but as Brent Pry told us, his skill set is off the charts.
The slant to
Coxie.
Coxie complete. Brought down near
About
the
a
first down
yard
by
short
Trent Gordon.
of a first down.
31 seconds to go in the period. Coxie's had himself a good afternoon. 11-yard gain on that play, has a total of 132
All right, they actually gave it
yards
to him.
receiving. And the meter's still
That's
running
what's
for
up.
Memphis.
First and 10. 18 seconds left.
Hand it off to Taylor. who
Taylor
motioned
with
to
the
spot
first
and
down,
picks up
gain
another
of
first
about
down
12.
At the 48.
Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of fight in this Memphis football team. They're not going anywhere. There's a fourth quarter coming up, and they're well within striking distance in this football game.
They know about adversity and how to deal with it.
Well, we talked about earlier this.
Oh my goodness. If that is in Memphis, Tennessee, oh my God. There is absolutely nowhere to even breathe. Everyone is on the streets in Memphis, Tennessee. The Gridiron Blitz says, I want to see Trev at 900 when I get up. We are 7 away from 900. If this game goes to overtime, dang. Yeah. Frederick Martin says Penn State got this. So after this game, I'll be doing LSU, Oklahoma, followed by the Pistons at the Spurs. Then tomorrow I'll be doing the Chargers and the Chiefs, Redskins at the Cowboys, and 49ers at the Seahawks. Then on Monday we'll be doing the Pistons at the Jazz, and I'll be looking at the bowl games for Monday as well. So we will be doing a bowl game as well, maybe. If you guys have any requests for Monday, let me know. I'll definitely take it into consideration. Frederick Martin says Giants want Penn State's head coach. West Branch Ball says the entire city of Memphis is rooting for their team. Absolutely. Frederick Martin says, you don't do LA Lakers game? I do Lakers game. I did the I actually what do you call it? Cut my Christmas Day short and came and did the Lakers and Clippers. Billy Arnold says, if she know Tigers don't give up to the fat lady sing and Shane's singing yet. Let's go Tigers. Cindy says, yes, we are West Branch 100%. I'll tell you what, I would love to be in Memphis, Tennessee right now. That looks like a whole lot of fun. I mean, people were hanging out of their windows with flags of their Memphis Tigers. Like, it looked live.
Mark Jones alongside Dusty Dvorak, Olivia Decker down in the field, and this is the 84th edition of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, and what a game this is turning out to be, with the high-scoring Tigers from Memphis taking on the great defensive unit from Penn State. But right now, Penn State's offense accountable for a bunch of points. They lead it by 9.
And we definitely love you here in Detroit, Memphis, Tennessee.
Patrick Taylor stopped
you
up
guys
by
produced Derrick Rose.
MonStar down the line of scrimmage. Nice play on the other side of the football. Good penetration of the rotation they have of this defensive line for Penn State. See if that freshness pays off here in the fourth quarter.
Plus, you know, the NFL got guys like Isaac Bruce and others like that. So
in this, the biggest game
talent
in school history.
In fact, some great talent.
A record 12 wins on the season. White completes it out of the backfield. That's his tight end, actually, Wilson. And Wilson into Penn State territory.
4 yards short of the
first.
first.
At the 45-yard line. Have about 4 more yards to go.
We talked about in the onset the intelligence, the football IQ of Brady White.
Memphis does look like Bourbon Street.
And what I've liked is what his initial or even second read isn't there.
He's not says, let's go Penn State.
Going through his reads and finding the open man as he did there to his tight end.
3rd and 4.
Looks like they're bringing pressure.
And a flag thrown.
There's flag on the play.
Ball start. Offense number 58. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's Brian Thomas. We've talked about from the onset. Scotty Dill, the right tackle, not playing in this game. Brian Thomas, the backup, starts at left. Easy goes to right. 3rd penalty today on Brian Thomas.
What is going on, Micro Mike?
It's an offensive line coming into this game that all 5 starters had been in every single game. So
travels, brother.
Just disrupting that flow.
Back it up to the 50. White just got rid of it.
Oh, first down.
And it's complete
Gibson.
And a clutch pass and catch for the Tigers.
That was a gain about 14,
24
yards.
It was good pressure from Penn State, too, coming from Gross Matos.
Yeah, Brady White steps up in the pocket, middle of the field open, and he finds Antonio Gibson for a huge first down.
White got rid of it quickly.
Oh, almost intercepted by Penn State.
Micah Parsons putting together a mixtape here today of highlights. 13 tackles, a sack, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles.
Wow, and he almost had another one. Zone coverage.
Appreciate
he steps
that,
right in front of the
slant. Subscribe to
want to get the ball to Gibson
on YouTube. Appreciate that,
13
brother.
tackles. Wow. 2 forced fumbles. He probably led the team in Chapel, too.
Wow, Micah Parsons, 13 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, a pass breakup.
2nd and 10.
Dude's a monster.
Right.
And we got a sack.
Mr. Everywhere, Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons with a
this
sack.
This time it's a delayed blitz. And again, they're not accounting for it. And when you have such a good defensive line, let's take a look at him. He's just going to come right here. He's going to kind of delay it. Well, he comes right off the snap. Opens wide up. Guard stays with the nose tackle. Tackle flexes out. Running back doesn't step up
He
and
has
help.
2 sacks
Another easy
on
sack
today's
for Micah
game.
Parsons.
First team
Now you know why
All-American,
there's
Big Ten
lot of
linebacker.
number 11 jerseys in the stands here. And the over 54,000 people at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Out of the backfield complete. That's Kenneth Gainwell still on
Gainwell.
He's going to end up way short of the first down. And with a 9-point lead, they will see they're on the fringes of
they're well
range. They're actually well within. I mean,
4th and 8.
for Riley Patterson.
They're
Timeout
elected
for
to.
an injured player. Play clock on the 40 seconds, please.
A lot of
there's an
11
injured
jerseys.
player.
And we know why now. If you didn't know already, Micah Parsons, a popular and
What's
talented
going on,
guy on the
Gizmo
field for Penn
65?
State.
Riley Patterson has been an absolute
Hey,
weapon
sucks
so
to be
far
them.
for Memphis.
These aren't chip shots that
No.
he's made today. Look at that.
Drilling them, too.
On 4th and 8. This one from 42. Just inside that
All
upright.
right. 39-45.
6-point
12 minutes
game with
remaining
12:01
in the
to
fourth
play.
quarter.
You got to
And I do got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. I appreciate you guys for all being patient. But Gizmo65, I told everyone while they were showing the game that it's hilarious. You know. And I bet you $1,000 cash money, no checks on delivery, that they probably got a copyright strike as well. Meaning that 90 days they will not be able to stream. And then they're going to be stupid enough and do it again, get another 90 day. And then when they come back from that 90 days or 180 days, then they're going to probably do it again and then get kicked off of YouTube. And I'm going to sit there and laugh. Because people that show the game do not give a rip's butt about you guys as a people. You know, here in the Sports Movement Network, we care about building a community and a family. So those people that want to show the game and do a quick sub grab, joke's on them. Appreciate that, Micro Mike says sub to Troxel. Trox at 900. 6 away. Micro Mike says, what's going on, DPF? I'm here in Atlanta via layover. Tracy Kunchelski, hopefully I said your last name correctly. If not, I'm terribly sorry, says Go Tigers. G-Man409 says, dang Trox, Memphis keeps settling for field goals, not working. Brendan Wallace says, sub to your boy. Appreciate that. Jeffrey Russell says, thanks for the stream, by the way. Appreciate you, Jeffrey Russell. As also, that is hashtag facts. Subscribe to Micro Mike. He is a cool guy. Oh, you got a 30-minute layover? All right.
Memphis Tigers.
We are back.
Very successful one as well for Penn State. Amler going to take the fair catch, but Micah Parsons.
Really? They need to stop with these copywritten music stuff. What's going on? T's reaction says this feels like the Titans versus Saints. Welcome to the chat. T's reaction. Hopefully you guys all had a very Merry Christmas.
Micah
All
Parsons,
right, we are back.
14 tackles today, caused a couple of fumbles, one leading to a touchdown. Impacting the game. And on the
got
run,
a
that's
tackle
Johnny
for
Brown
loss.
With nowhere to go, Tim Hart with the tackle on the play. Under 12 minutes to go. Remember, coming into the game, we have 3 of the 4 coordinators calling plays for the first time. Tyler Bowen, the offensive coordinator for Penn State, doing it right now.
Johnny Brown's had a heck of a ball game. Penn State really run the football at will for most of this game.
Clifford to pass. Knee wasn't down by Daniel George, who made the catch. He went low to get it and picked up 6 yards on the play.
Big third down here for this Memphis defense. Guy you always got to look for in these spots. KJ Hamler up top.
3rd and 4.
Working out of the slot. It's like the comfort blanket for Sean Clifford.
Looking that way. Comes underneath, complete.
Oh, he's still on his feet.
Other number 11 on offense, Daniel George again.
Daniel George
picks up 8 yards.
Picks up a big
you
first
think he
down.
walks around State College and wonderfully gets mistaken for the other guy?
No way. Come on,
Injured
man.
player.
Micah Parsons.
That
You
injured
think he
player.
strolls around campus in his jersey? Crazy, Mark
Time
Jones.
out. Hey, anything for some love sometimes, Dusty. Back
We
after
got
this.
123 in the building. Can we please get at least 60 likes? Micro Mike says, thanks DPF. We need to do a live stream when I get back. Unity versus hate. Unity always wins. DK says, dang. Jeffrey says, who would have thought this would be a shootout? Absolutely. Gridiron Blitz says, for sure, bro. RC says, oh man, LSU OC just confirmed his daughter died in a plane crash on his way to the Peach Bowl. All right, you guys, let's take a moment of silence for LSU offensive coordinator confirming that his daughter passed away in a plane crash. All right, guys, we're back. Prayers out to LSU's offensive coordinator. Real talk. All right, Micro Mike. Have safe travels, brother. Jeanette Parker says, OMG. RIP. Prayers to the family, absolutely. That was a 5-person plane crash earlier. Jacob Marshaw says hi. Welcome to the chat, Jacob. Appreciate you for coming out. Man, you've missed a shootout, brother.
Eating chicken
All right, we are
soup,
back,
folks. This game will long be remembered as the chicken soup game.
Wow.
Joe with a memorable moment. Out to the 41-yard line. Noah Kane, and they defeated Houston. Joe Montana's team did on that game. And speaking of Houston, the University of Houston's greatest athlete of all time, Carl Lewis, Olympic sprint champion, long jump champion, on the sidelines today being honored. Talk about speed. 9.86. Sean Clifford keeping it himself.
Penn
Not
State
quite a
with about
9.86 sprinter.
maybe 2.
Carl Lewis, of course, now the coach of the University of Houston track team, along with Leroy
35.
Burrell. A couple of the fastest men in the planet all time.
9:45 left in the fourth.
Big third down here for Memphis defensively. Go back to this. I'm guessing they're going to want to get the ball out quick, but we've seen this matchup really hurt Will Fries. Bryce Huff here off the edge. Been giving the right tackle a lot of issues all game. The chipper over there.
Looks into the boundary.
Oh, first down.
Freiermuth still on his feet. A relentless, ruthless runner. Freiermuth picks up 20. This is what ruthless looks like.
Big physical 3rd and 5, no problem.
Man,
Over
just
the shoulder.
totally destroyed 41
Run
off
through the
of
safety,
Memphis.
Sanchez Blake.
They run it again between the tackles.
Right up the middle, got the first down.
Noah Kane, who gives you a lot of yards after contact, 11 yards on that rush. You think that fatigue might be a factor for that Memphis defense or not?
Sure, they've been on the field a lot, really, with this drive in particular. We've seen Penn State convert on 2 third downs, so the plays on this drive are starting to add up. And
appreciate that, Jeffrey Russell.
A worn down defensive
line. Welcome to the
line.
family. You're definitely an MVP.
8:36 to go in the game.
Jamie Ayer says
and this is the
no
highest scoring
OSU.
Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic ever. Clifford hands it off. Kane again smashing his way down to the 18-yard line.
About 3 yards short of a first.
Averaging a little over 5 yards per carry on the season. Picks up 7 there.
Like we've talked about his physical style of
Appreciate
running,
that, Mike.
always
Says,
falling
so
and
proud
leaning
of Trox,
forward
man.
when
Been
he finishes
grinding
off
for
his
so
runs.
long, about to get to that 1,000.
Penn State with a great group of talented running backs. It's Kane's turn. Again,
first down.
Kane.
Ball at
right near the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
Picks up the first down on a 7-yard gain.
Appreciate that, James
And they are
Tipton
just
Jr.
wearing down that Memphis front a little bit.
Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP.
336 yards rushing now. Right side there, Will Fries with an excellent seal block. KJ Hamler getting to the
more
second
than
level.
900. Let's get it, folks.
A nice
Appreciate
run by
that,
Kane.
Micro Mike.
Kane again stays on his feet inside the 5-yard line.
Ball, I believe, at the 4.
Picks up 7.
Penn State closing their will. Watch the finish of this run here. Another inside zone. Good job by Freiermuth, the right side of the offensive line.
And again, stopped up just
they got
short
the
of the end
first
zone.
down.
It just feels and looks
Ball
like
at that 1-inch
they can't
yard
stop
line.
Penn State right now when the Nittany Lions want to run it.
It's been that way for most of the day. They've gotten whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted it on the ground game, minus the 4th down stop. But when it matters the most in the 4th quarter, Penn State putting together.
Michael Mike says 3
probably
more.
the most
Let's
quality
get it.
drive of the
My
ball
guy,
game.
appreciate that, Michael Mike.
Chewing away that clock too. 11 plays now and counting.
Can't wait for you to get back home safely so we can
Loaded backfield.
all do a show together.
Kane again. Brought down short of the end zone. And now the
Oh, they're calling it a touchdown.
They're going to call it a touchdown.
There's still an official review.
Even Kane looks a little surprised that he got
They
it.
have called it a touchdown
Bryce
on the
Huff
field.
backside. See if he reaches over.
Oh, yeah.
Question.
It's going to be a touchdown.
It's kind of like a point I was making. Always falling forward. I mean,
All right,
when
Micro
watch
Mike,
him
you have a
run,
blessed vacation.
tough to bring down, but
Safe
constantly
travels, brother.
always falling forward. I go back to that Iowa game. True freshman. That was a tough, hard-fought 17-12 game. Late in that ball game, they're giving the football to Noah Kane to cap it off, and here they go for 2, Jones.
So the analytics dictate they go for 2. 6:31 to go in the 4th quarter.
Oh, a 2-point conversion.
Hauls it in.
It is 53-39, 6:31 left in the 4th.
By the Nittany Lions. 2 touchdowns today for Kane. Silverfield looking for a response from his Tigers. But sometimes when...
All right, got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. I appreciate all 132 of you guys for being patient. You guys are all truly MVPs. Frederick Martin says, "Is the game is over? Penn State." DK says, "That hurt. That one hurt." Brennan Wallace says, "Tigers probably just lost." Jacob Marshaw says, "I just subscribed." Appreciate that, Jacob. Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP. Jeffrey Russell says, "Dagger." What is going on? Pamela Lemeister, hopefully I said your last name correctly, says, "Great commentary work." Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. Frederick Martin says, "LSU winning it all." Rick H says, 2 more subs to 900. Appreciate that, Rick. What's going on, Charles Goralub? Hopefully I didn't butcher your last name. If so, I'm terribly sorry. Says, "Thanks for the stream. Good to listen to the game. Appreciate you for coming out." Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas as well. New England Patriots and Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl, says Frederick Martin. I got a terrible feeling, though, it's going to be the Saints and the Patriots, even though I want it to be the Saints and the Saints and Ravens. And that is just because I do want Drew Brees to get his second Super Bowl ring as he retires.
And now for today's Capital One rewarding performance.
Absolutely, Jeffrey. 49ers Baltimore wouldn't be a bad matchup either. Jacob says, "That is really sad. Huge loss to the Eminger family, and all the Tigers Nation heard him."
Bigger and stronger really matters. 6:31 to go. Memphis facing a daunting challenge to go. Hand it off to Gibson. And Gibson going to pick up a couple of yards on the play. 6'2" senior from Stockbridge as we go down to Olivia.
Journey Brown was over on the sideline, and athletic trainers had him follow their fingers with his eyes. He's been cleared to play, but he did not finish that last drive. After Noah Kane, his teammate, scored the touchdown, Brown came over to Noah and just held him, whispering in his ear, having a really sweet moment about filling in. It's next man up, and all these skilled players getting it done today.
Well, they have been galvanized this year. Gibson in the open field.
Gibson with a gigantic gain.
And a first down for the Tigers, trying to rally here with under 6 minutes to go.
Well, Antonio Gibson,
that wouldn't be a bad matchup as well.
He had open field in front. I wasn't so sure he wasn't going to take that to the house. Big play.
Out of the shotgun, Brady White. And he's sacked back at the 46-yard line by Robert Windsor, an all-conference performer for the Nittany Lions this year on that defensive line.
Kind of that lunch pail guy, undersized, nose tackle, fights his tail off, down in, down out. Had a great career. Gonna have a chance to play in the Senior Bowl, and nice sack.
3.5 for him on the season. Don't forget, coming up next, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Approaching 5 minutes to go. Brady Wade has a man open at the 23. Complete first down. That's Calvin Austin. They move the chains and moving quickly. Back in the red zone at the 19. They got 27. Boy, what a day this guy has had. Brady White. A little bit of his future still up in the air. He has a 6th year of eligibility remaining. That's right, 6th. White. Picked off.
Oh my goodness, picked off.
And the Nittany Lions come up with another huge play defensively.
4:36.
That's his
Penn State ball.
Of the season.
53-39. Penn State with the lead.
Brent Pry's defense got it on lockdown today. Impenetrable. Ready to put this to bed.
Ignition.
On the season finale of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Something big is terrorizing Fansville.
Frederick says called it.
It punched a hole in the jumbotron.
Penn State better keep their head on a swivel. This game ain't over.
I'll help you find your
RC
big fan,
says,
Sheriff. He wears shoulder
watch the
pads
crowd
with spikes
face
in it.
truck.
He doesn't
Absolutely, I
just
seen
drink
it
Dr.
too.
Pepper. He eats it. He'll be at the biggest tailgate of the year.
Oh, snap. Appreciate that, RC. Appreciate that, Brennan. Sean McCracken says, gonna take a couple of miracles now for the Tigers to win. Oh well, I'm proud of what we accomplished this season. Best one ever for Memphis Tigers football. Absolutely. Jamie Ayers says, Penn State needs a cupcake schedule like Memphis. DK says, well, that was the game. Frederick Martin says the Tigers was passing too much. Beast Boy says Penn State is booty. DK says I am proud of Memphis to get to the Cotton Bowl. Brian Dragon says go Penn State. Rick H says, Jamie, the Cupcake Memphis just put 40 on the 10th ranked Penn State University.
Proud to continue support for the College Football Playoff Foundation. For more about Extra Yard for Teacher celebrations taking place throughout the year and during the bowl season, follow CFP Extra Yard. On behalf of all of us, thank you to all teachers. And in space, boy, Olivia was talking about Journey Brown getting checked out on the sidelines. I think he checked out okay.
Wow, big hole opens up off the left side. 74 Gonzalez just buries his man into the ground. Great burst through the hole for Journey Brown. 74 Steven Gonzalez, fifth-year senior, second-team All-Big Ten. Be surprised if he doesn't get a look at the next level. Great size, physicality, moves people off the football. 62, Michael Minute. Both those guys have had an outstanding game here today.
Penn State looking for its 11th win of the season. Journey Brown plowing forward, picks up about 3. Well, tonight after Ohio State Clemson. Stick around for SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt. Post-game coverage from the second.
Oh, we got a timeout called. How can Penn State be booty with 2 losses on the season?
Being very protective and guarding of his players. We'll tell you more about that.
Brian, I got actually Clemson, but I think it's going to be a
that I know and love brings people together. This is my football. This is the game that I love, and most importantly, my players that I love and will defend like sons.
That was in response to a letter that was sent by a fan to one of his players, Jonathan Sutherland.
I do think that Ohio State
and the
will
letter
keep it very
characterized Sutherland in very unflattering terms, largely the result of just because of his dreadlocks. Frankly, it was a racist letter. And the person that wrote the letter
Jeffrey says
didn't
Ohio
think
State,
that
of course,
a
go
Penn
Bucks.
State football player should look that way, especially talking about his dreadlocks. And James Franklin used that as a moment to galvanize his team and a teaching moment as well, Olivia.
And that's what James Franklin told us. If it was just about wins and losses, I'd be coaching the NFL. He embraces these educational moments, chance to make a change. And when I talked to Jonathan Sutherland this week, he said the letter was degrading, but he took no personal offense. Really, he was overwhelmed that we all got to see the James Franklin the team sees all the time.
To your point, Olivia, you're so right. He said the great thing about football, it creates dialogue. He said that situation and other situations allowed for growth for the team and the community. And he just thought it was a major moment for the program, and it's really what he
appreciate that Bill Beckett
stand for.
Thank you for joining
and as
the
we mentioned
family.
earlier in the show,
MVP.
his personal goal to be the first African-American coach to win a national championship. And I told you guys we got this assignment. I think he's one of the best coaches in college football. Penn State has a great coach. They are back in the national spotlight. If they finish this game off, which it looks like they will, 3 out of 4 years, not just a New Year's 6, but 11 win seasons. Great recruiting classes. To me, it's a matter of time. Penn State is back at the top of college football. And it's because of that man, James Franklin.
Look at the job he did in his previous stop at Vanderbilt. Speaks to his coaching ability as well. On the run, this is Journey Brown. And Brown is about 2 yards short of the first down. Penn State very intentional right now, very purposeful right now.
We're banged up at corner against Michigan. Wisconsin will
Very
be the case tonight.
Just slowing things down. Meanwhile, first-year head coach in his first game as head coach, Ryan Silverfield, helped us out with a little selfie story.
First half of the Big Ten championship game.
When I started as line coach, we went to Memphis Animal Services and provided homes for dogs and cats that needed shelters and forever homes. And for me, it's a lot about loyalty. And, you know, we have a dog named Max who I'm in love with, who we care for every day, who's going through some issues. And I believe that loyalty also led me to be the head coach at Memphis, and forever grateful for that.
Jamie Ayers says Clemson only beat NC by
Silverfield with a pretty heart-wrenching story, Olivia, when you think about his love for animals and in his whole family too.
And Mark, I talked with him and his wife on the field just today, and they still were telling me more about their 10-year-old red-nosed pit bull Max. He's up in their hotel room as we speak, came to the Cotton Bowl with them on the team's charter. He had a tumor on his spine and is counting his last days now. You can tell this couple is completely rocked by this news. They just love their dog and are such animal lovers.
Well, you heard him say that loyalty is a big component of who he is. And it translates not just with his dog as part of his family, but the 100 or so kids, as he calls them, on his Memphis team as well, Dusty.
And they're going to fall a little bit short here today, but in his first opportunity as a head coach at a level of this magnitude, in a game of this magnitude, he had his team ready to play. They came ready to play, and I think Memphis made an excellent hire. And just back to the, I was reading the article on him about the dogs and his love for his animals, and also the things that him and his offensive line do with the animal shelter. And this was an article from back in the summer, well before there was any idea he was going to be the head coach, but it talked about his, what he's about and the loyalty that he possesses. And those things that were written from all the way back in the summer is a huge reason why he's in the spot he's in to be the next head man at Memphis.
Interesting. Devin Ford on the carry.
Fishing says
Picks
go
up a yard
LSU.
with under 2 minutes to go. And this the highest scoring Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic ever.
He told us that he turned down opportunities with Big 10 and Big 12 coordinator positions to stay at Memphis, and I think that was the loyalty that Laird Veach and the people at Memphis looked to when they said, quote, this is a quote from Laird Veach, that he separated himself from the rest of the national people that they looked at from unwavering passion and commitment for Memphis football.
Yeah. Doing a great job as a guy who began his coaching career as an 18-year-old in wake of a football injury that didn't allow him to play anymore at a high school in Jacksonville, Florida. Don't forget, coming up right after this game, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. LSU taking on Oklahoma. Coming up next, first of two great college football playoff national semifinals games. Number 1 against number 4, that one at 4 o'clock. And then after that, it'll be the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, Ohio State in action in that one.
The story of this football game,
the best team in the
old
nation.
school, ground and pound. Penn State, 390 yards rushing. That's the most rushing yards by a Penn State team in any bowl ever. You couple that with number 11, Micah Parsons, and that's how Penn State is able to get to another New Year's 6 bowl victory here today.
Folks, stay tuned for the Ford postgame coming up right after the game on the ESPN app. And it's nice to see Sean Clifford come back from that injury
one away
and
from 900
cap
folks.
off his
We got
season
101 in the building. I
with a
appreciate
victory
you guys.
here in this game.
We are in the last
Clifford,
105
missed some
left in the
time
ball
after
game.
suffering that injury against
And
Ohio
it is
State.
4th down.
But rallied.
53-39.
Ford postgame.
Penn State
Trophy
with the lead.
presentation, awards. I'm going to guess that Micah Parsons is in line to take home a trophy or 3.
Yes. It's got to be Journey Brown on offense.
Yeah.
202 yards. And how about the end of the season for Journey Brown? Again, this is a good problem to have for Penn State, but they leaned on 4 different running backs throughout the course of the season. But Brown separated himself.
I do like Burrows.
Closing out the regular
says
season with
Jeffrey.
3 out of 4 100-yard games, 7 touchdowns in that time. And here today, 202.
I do want
and
to
a
take
couple
this
of
time out
touchdowns.
with 23
Bright
seconds left.
future
4th and 7.
for 2 very talented
To
sophomores here on
congratulate
Penn
every
State.
single one of you
Penn
guys.
State today
You
playing
guys have
their
been
third
an
New Year's-
awesome crowd.
New Year's 6 bowl game under
Hopefully
James
you guys
Franklin.
can
There's a look at Journey Brown,
stick
the
around.
most
Because here we
outstanding
have a whole
offensive
lot of
player
fun doing
of the
college
game.
games in football and
As
basketball.
Penn
And
State plays in its 50th
in professional
bowl game.
basketball and
There's your defensive
football.
player of the game, Micah Parsons.
After this, I'm going to be
It's a
setting up
great
for
number,
LSU
14 tackles, 7
Oklahoma.
solo,
Then I'm going to
couple
end
of
the night
sacks,
with the
3
Pistons at
tackles
the
for loss,
Spurs.
and 2
Tomorrow we
forced
have
fumbles.
the Chiefs
And he was
and
really
the
robbed.
Chargers,
Think about it.
Redskins,
because on the
and
defensive
Cowboys,
touchdown,
and
it gets ruled an
49ers and
interception.
Seahawks.
Should be a sack fumble. Ball's in the air. So as gaudy as those stats
Then Monday, I'm going
I
to
don't
look
even
through
think it fully
the
tells the
college bowl
story
games
of
and
what he did on that
see
side
if
of the ball
there's
here
a good
today.
game for us to watch.
23 seconds to go as we wind this
during
one
the day,
down. Just
then
the first
end the night with the
of
Pistons
several
and the
great games
Jazz.
on a fantastic day of college football. National semifinal games come up right after this. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, which follows this game. LSU and Oklahoma coming up next. Coach Franklin still coaching to the final second here.
He's locked in, man. Is there time left on the clock, Jonesy?
As I like to say, he's smiling. He just hasn't told his face yet. Coach is a monument to intensity there on the sidelines.
Pamela Lemeister. Hopefully I said your last
A.J.
name
Hamler, I
correctly.
think, got a little bit confused on where he was on the field.
Appreciate
Went
you.
down, a little bit shy of the first down. Looked like he could have gotten
What's
it.
up, man? We just arrived to that
Penn State going to get
Diner Pat.
It's 11th win of the season.
Muscle tendon reminder in Charlotte, North Carolina.
With a sack.
How I want no.
Jason Owe puts a period on it today.
James Franklin got the Gatorade bat.
Tackle by Coach Franklin. Oh, he took it down.
and tackled one of his players.
Wow.
It is 53 to 39, your final score at the Cotton Bowl Classic.
He wanted to get on the stat sheet, too.
I guess don't just talk about
Hey,
it.
I do want to say I tip my hat off
living it.
to Memphis head coach and the Memphis
Ryan
organization, as well as Penn
With Coach
State,
Franklin embracing it midfield.
to their head
Let's
coach
go
and
downstairs to Olivia.
organization.
Okay, Dusty, don't be jealous.
good,
I'm with
fun
Micah
game.
Parsons now. Micah, your team this year, all season, has been so good on defense. You've been such a big part of that in Word a Day. What's been the key to this season's success?
This season?
Yeah.
The key was right from camp, we was just going out strong, effort, starting from last year, we had a chip on our shoulder. We didn't really like how it ended, and we put in our minds earlier that we was going to go 100% at everything, whether it was workouts, whether it's practice, and in games, and it just translated all throughout the season.
And Micah, you in particular, coaches have said you're nowhere near your ceiling. How do you build upon this All-American season?
I just got to build on it. I don't think no one's perfect. I got to keep learning. I got to keep doing more, keep helping the young guys. And, shout out to my man Cam. But, they help grow me, man. Like, you just got to keep building on top of this, and we're just going to keep getting better and better.
Can we see your Humble Beast tattoos? Humble Beast, All-American. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. That is it for this stream. I will be doing Oklahoma LSU, so I have got to get off immediately to set it up. Click that notification bell, hit that like button on your way out, and subscribe to the channel. Wade Beatty, thank you for coming in. Says thanks for the stream. Absolutely. Appreciate you. But with that being said, I have got to get to this, set up the LSU Oklahoma. So with that being said, have a nice day. See you very soon. Peace.